1 minute stations, 1 minute until airtime. Your next time cue will be with 30 seconds until airtime. Studios, when you hear, please start your archive recording. Stations, you're coming up on 30 seconds until airtime. On my mark, 30 seconds until airtime. And there it is. So please start your archive recording. Mark, 30 second stations. Your next and final time cue will be with 15 seconds until airtime. Stations, please be advised that you must disable your streaming to websites and apps during this IMG broadcast. Coming up on 15 seconds until airtime, Mark, 15 second stations. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. This is where the dogs play.
Shakes and bakes, drives, high kiss off the glass, blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed, pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop, oh, yeah!
Welcome to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Now to courtside along with Chuck Dowdle. Here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Hi again, everyone, and welcome to another night of Georgia Bulldogs basketball tonight from Stegman Coliseum in Athens, home court of the Dogs for more than 50 years, and it has been almost 2 weeks since Georgia last played a game. The Bulldogs' record now 5-3 after their win over Texas Southern back on December 3rd. The team then hunkered down for a lengthy final exam break, and now with the semester completed, the Dogs resumed their schedule 12 days later by hosting the 20th-ranked Sun Devils of Arizona State. These two teams playing for the first time since December of 1989 as the Sun Devils make their first appearance here in Athens. Bobby Hurley's Arizona State team has been tripped up just once this season. That was a 6-point loss to number 6, Nevada, in Los Angeles in Arizona State's most recent game on December 7th. 7-1 Arizona State visiting 5-3 Georgia tonight here in Athens. Our Bulldogs Courtside Show brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Chuck Dowdle joins me when we return for Georgia basketball tonight here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Did you know Georgia is one of the leading producers of pecans in the entire world? That's how hard Georgia farmers work to help cultivate the state's economy. And that's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with agricultural research and assistance programs and access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. So, get cracking.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog fans. With Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
Welcome back to Stegman Coliseum. This is the Bulldogs Courtside Show. It's brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers, along with Chuck Dowdle and our producer-engineer Tony Schiavone and Cabell Philpott in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. I'm Scott Howard as Georgia returns to the court after almost 2 weeks off, and Chuck, might be their toughest task of the season. 20th ranked Arizona State, the second ranked team that Georgia will have played this season, Clemson being the other. But this Arizona State team, very talented squad.
No question about it, 7-1. And you know what? They've been terrific under Bobby Hurley. And this is a team, by the way, that prior to Bobby Hurley had not had a lot of success playing non-conference opponents away from Arizona. In fact, they were like, I don't know, something like 0-22. They had some ridiculous record doing that. But since he's been there now, they've been like 4-1, and they've been very confident when they play away from home against non-conference opponents. And certainly that'll be a challenge for Georgia tonight, is facing the 20th ranked team in the country. And you know what? They love to get up and down the floor fast. We're going to do that. Coach Crane told me earlier, says you can bet your life we're not going to walk it up the floor. And the other thing is, when you look at their roster, the one thing that sticks out about it, as I was telling you earlier, they clearly don't recruit locally, and parts of their roster read like the front row at the United Nations. So I mean, they got a talented team here, and it's from all over.
Well, they've got a former Bulldog on their coaching staff, Drazen Zlavorich, who
he's not from here either.
He's a European, and he's one of the reasons why they have some of those European players on their roster. Georgia and Arizona State, first time ever in Athens. We should have a very nice crowd here at Stegman Coliseum tonight. Cabell Philpott standing by. He's in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, and he's next as we continue with the Bulldogs Courtside Show after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hurry to Kroger right now for 3 days of digital deals. Through Saturday, you'll find big savings for your seasonal celebrations. You can take home essentials like select varieties of Kroger brand cheese. During the 3 days of digital deals, they're just 99 cents each. Just visit Kroger.com or the app and download your digital coupons today. Best of all, you can use them up to 5 times in one transaction. But hurry, the sale ends Saturday. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
The holidays are here, and now's the time to head to Kroger for the digital coupon savings event. Just get your coupons at Kroger.com or on the app and take home hot deals on select Marie Callender's pot pies, family-sized Cheez-It snack crackers, General Mills cereal, and so much more. And you can use your coupons up to 5 times in one transaction. So visit Kroger.com today and save more with digital coupons. That's how you holiday. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire.
Ask yourself, if you built a van for your business, where would you start? At the beginning, of course, with the people who invented the work van over 100 years ago, Mercedes-Benz. You'd give your new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter advanced technology and safety to keep you connected and protected. You'd make it available in diesel and gas, and there would be thousands of configurations and upfits to choose from. You'd build it right here in the USA, because your one-of-a-kind business deserves nothing less than a van that's built for you. Introducing the all-new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, the safest, most innovative Sprinter yet, starting at just $33,790. Built for you, the all-new Sprinter, built in the USA. Mercedes-Benz. Vans. Born to run.
MSRP excludes all options, taxes, title, registration, transportation charge, and dealer prep fee. Options, model availability, and actual dealer price may vary. See dealer for details about costs and terms. Equipment described as optional. 2019 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter available soon.
Welcome back to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Now, scores and highlights from around college basketball. Let's go inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Here's Cabell Philpott.
Number 20, Arizona State invading Stegman Coliseum this afternoon to take on your Georgia Bulldogs. Tip-off just after 6 o'clock this afternoon as we open up the SEC notebook. 19th-ranked Kentucky underway in Rupp Arena, 34-25. The Wildcats lead Utah, 1:29 remaining in the first half for the Cats. Keldon Johnson, 15 points, leads all scorers in that ball game. Number 3, Tennessee scores this past the century mark this afternoon on the road at Memphis, 102-92 the final score. A little bit later on tonight at 7:30, an interstate battle for 8th-ranked Auburn. They travel to Legacy Arena in Birmingham to take on UAB on what's considered to be a neutral site game. UAB normally plays at Bartow Arena. They will host 8th-ranked Auburn at 7:30. Arkansas gets together with UTSA at Verizon Arena in North Little Rock at 8 o'clock. 18th-ranked Mississippi State at the hump against Cincinnati at 8:30. And then at 11 o'clock tonight, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Neon Hoops Showcase, LSU and St. Mary's will battle. The final game tonight, Dam City Classic, Oregon State and Texas A&M at the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. Football going on this afternoon. The Sun Devils are actually in action at the moment. Number 21, Fresno State and Arizona State tied at 17, 10:31 remaining in the third quarter of the Las Vegas Bowl. Utah State beats North Texas 52-13 to take home the New Mexico Bowl championship. Tulane over Louisiana 41-24 in the Auto Nation Cure Bowl. When we return, we'll send it back down to Stegman Coliseum, get the thoughts on the number 20 ranked Arizona State Sun Devils by head coach Tom Crean right after these messages on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Everybody knows that peanuts are the state crop of Georgia. But did you know that Georgia farmers contribute nearly $75 billion to the state's economy each year? That's not peanuts. Those billions are why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers, by promoting agriculture and offering access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. Peanuts.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Gold Bond salutes all you fixers out there. Fixers of wobbly chairs, squeaky stairs, and drippy faucets. Folks who can fix just about anything, except dry, cracked hands.
Whoa, that's bad. Man.
Say hello to Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. More than a lotion, it precisely fills, soothes, and protects rough, cracked fingers and knuckles. 91% said cracked skin felt smoother in one day.
Yep, feeling good.
Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. Find it in First Aid at CVS.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
You're listening to Georgia Basketball. Now, time for your all-access trip inside the Dogs' locker room and a visit with UGA head coach Tom Crean. With Coach Crean, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Welcome back to Stegman Coliseum as we get ready for Georgia and Arizona State. It's time for the Tom Crean pregame show. It's brought to you by UPS, working together to achieve great things like the Bulldogs. That's problem solving. Visit UPS.com to learn more. Official logistics partner of Georgia Athletics. Coach is here, and Tom, you guys have been off for a little while as far as games are concerned. Get us up to date on what's been happening the last 12 days for your program.
I think we've worked extremely hard. We've definitely made sure we're focused on taking that time that we need for the exams and making sure that they have ample time. to not only prepare and get their study halls in, but make sure they're getting their papers, all the different things that go into that. But at the same time, when we're on the court, really locking into what we've got to do to get better. And it's been very good. They've approached it really, really well. There's probably maybe 20, 25 minutes I'd like back inside of the 2 weeks, which is saying a lot. Because a lot of times when you have this much time off, it's really it's very hard to keep that focus for an extended period of time. But these guys have done a really good job of that, and I'm proud of them. And now we've got a bunch of games coming up in a hurry.
What were some of the things you've worked on the last couple of weeks?
Well, there's no question we got to stay on the offensive end. We've got to get better with our spacing. We've got to really understand how to utilize more of the court, putting people in different positions, trying to build more versatility. Working on our shooting really hard, trying to make sure we're making the game simpler so we don't have as many of the live ball turnovers, not trying to put the ball places where it doesn't belong or where it can't go. Try to make better decisions that way. Defensively, making sure that we're really getting better rebounding the ball. And that's going to be huge, especially tonight. The other parts of it are rotations. Are we helping on the penetration, or does the defender have the ball under control? And being more down, building our help defense. Even more so, making sure that we're communicating better, that we're being more active with our hands, those type of things, and then being able to play different defenses and being able to get more consistent there.
How is Torian Wilridge? Is he progressing in order to get back on the floor?
Yeah, he went full. He's gone full the last couple of days, so he's finally passed all the concussion tests and been cleared. And went through that process, and he's back, and he's available for us tonight.
And your thoughts on the opponent tonight? Arizona State comes in at 7-1.
Lethal athleticism and length. I mean, just they're so active. They're deep. You got guys that were playing a lot of minutes last year that aren't playing as much right now. They can go inside. They can play outside. They play quick. They can beat you on the perimeter. They can. The places, the two biggest areas, Scott, for us is we got to keep them off the foul line. They're getting 29 free throw attempts a game right now, and they're getting 14 offensive rebounds a game. And bottom line is we've got to do the job there. If we give up offensive rebounds, which can turn into fouls, if we have needless fouls, and if we have the live ball turnovers, that's going to be a real problem against a team with this kind of speed, athleticism, and length. All
right, that's Coach Tom Crean. Coach, good luck. We'll see you after the game.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, that's Tom Crean as Georgia and Arizona State get ready to tip it off here. And we'll give you the starting lineup for tonight's contest right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Indeed knows it's hard to find qualified candidates when you're hiring.
It's like finding a unicorn.
But when you post your job on Indeed, it's easy to find people with the skills you need.
Nurse practitioner, 4+ years experience, acute care certification.
Indeed has a huge pool of amazing candidates and screener tools that help you find your most qualified applicants.
Whoa, an entire short list of unicorns.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
Dogs play.
Shakes the base, drive. Mike is on the glass. Blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed stuff. Reverse three and gun. He faked the foul. Inside, no look. Finish it and goal. Pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop. Oh, yeah!
Today's coverage of Dogs basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider for the Georgia Bulldogs. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. Now to courtside, along with Chuck Dowdle, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Arizona State for only the second time ever in school history. These two teams clashing. Here are your starting lineups tonight. First for the 5-3 Georgia Bulldogs, coached by Tom Crean in his first season in Athens. His 19th season as a head coach overall. His record 361 and 234. His starting five tonight, Turtle Jackson and T-Shawn Hightower are the guards. Turtle, 6'4", senior from Athens, 185 pounds, averaging 3 points, 1.5 rebounds per ball game. T-Shawn Hightower, the top assist man on the team, is a 6'5" sophomore guard from Lithonia, Georgia. He's also averaging just over 3 points per contest. Rayshawn Hammonds is at the small forward position, a 6'8" sophomore from Norcross, Georgia, 14 points, 6.5 rebounds per game. He's the leading scorer on the team. Nicholas Claxton is in the starting lineup as well, 6'11" sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, averaging 12.5 points, 9 rebounds. He's the leading rebounder on the squad. Derek Ogbede rounds out the starting five for the Dogs, 6'9", 250-pound senior from Atlanta, averaging 10.5 points, 6.3 rebounds per contest. We'll give you the starters for 20th ranked Arizona State when we return. This is the Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, Georgia peaches don't just come from Georgia. They come from farms in Georgia, worked by farmers, working hard to cultivate the crops that drive the state's economy. That's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with support through advocacy and benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. Join online for just a couple bucks a year. Easy as peach cobbler.
SiriusXM brings you SEC college hoops like no one else. We've got 24/7 talk and analysis on SiriusXM SEC Radio from experts like Peter Burns and Chris Doring, as well as live play-by-play. So catch every dagger, dime, and drive in your car, online, or on the SiriusXM app. Or try us out for free with a streaming trial subscription and take your team with you anywhere you go. Get a free streaming trial at SiriusXM.com/SECSXM.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Bulldogs and Sun Devils coming up here in just a few moments. Here are the starting lineup. Here is the starting lineup for 20th ranked Arizona State, a record of 7-1. Their head coach is Bobby Hurley in his fourth season at ASU. His record 57-48. his 6th season overall, formerly the head coach at Buffalo. 99-68 is his overall record. Lugens Dort starts at guard, 6'4" freshman from Montreal, Quebec, and he's a good one. He's the leading scorer on the team, averaging 22 a game, 6.5 rebounds per contest. Kamani Lawrence is a 6'7" sophomore from Providence, Rhode Island, averaging 14.5 points per contest. Remy Martin is a 6-foot guard, a sophomore from Chatsworth, California. He's also averaging in double-figure scoring. Zylan Cheatham, a 6'8" redshirt senior. He's a transfer from San Diego State. His hometown is Phoenix, Arizona, the only native Arizonan on the Arizona State roster. And Romello White, a 6'8" redshirt sophomore. He is from Atlanta, Wheeler High School, averaging 7 points, 6 rebounds per contest. Time now for our Ford Keys to the Game. Elevate your game with a new Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Chuck with our keys. Chuck.
Well, Scott, Coach Green's already stolen one of my keys. Can you imagine that? He seems to know what they were, too. But a defensive rebounding tonight for the Dogs is a must. These guys, they've got 6 players, 6 guys on their roster have wingspans of 6'11" or better. Do not let them clean up after their misses. It'll be a long night otherwise. And then 2, listen, big-time players play big in big-time games. This would be one of those times. Who's going to step up for the Dogs tonight as a big-time player? And I think it's safe to say we're going to need more than one. We're going to need a couple of guys to step up tonight as big-time players. And finally, and this is really critical, we got to play like we belong here. Look, if you want to be among these kind of guys, these elite teams, you got to play like that. And these guys, they're 7-1, they're ranked, but you know what? They're in our house. Now let's play like we belong and protect our home floor, and we've done a great job of that so far.
All right, Chuck. 7-1 Arizona State, 5-3 Georgia in just a moment. Right now, let's pause for station identification on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Tonight's tip-off brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta. Our referees tonight, the always reliable Tony Green, Don Daly, and Patrick Evans. Dogs will be in their silvers, their grays tonight as they take the floor. Arizona State as the visiting team in their maroon and gold. First meeting between these two schools since a December '89 gathering out in Tempe, Arizona, out in the desert under former coach Hugh Durham. And the Sun Devils got the best of the Dogs by a basket.
By 1 point, right?
Yeah, 1 point ball game. Long time ago. Teams with the pregame fist bumps as they take the floor. We're almost ready to go. Don Daly has a ball in hand. He's at center court. It'll be White and Claxton in the jump off, and Arizona State with the basketball first, and Cheatham right to the basket after the tip, tried to reverse lay in and missed it, left it short. He was open, and the Dogs rebound the miss.
Open, he was by himself.
We had a guy trailing him, but he just went in for the reverse layup instead of going in the front door.
And dunking it like he should have.
Dogs with the ball. First offensive possession for Georgia. Hightower feeds it into Ogbede, left block, under the basket, throws it into the corner. Batted away by Arizona State. We got it back and then turned it over. Arizona State with the possession. Kamani Lawrence into the front court. Now here's Remy Martin. Floater with the right hand. Won't go. We knocked the rebound out of bounds off the hands of Derek Ogbede over the end line. It'll be Sun Devils basketball.
Yeah, 2 great jerseys. 2 Dogs right there for it. And battling each other, knock it out of bounds.
Lugens Dort, highly touted freshman. High throw in front court deep near the half-court line on the near side to Cheatham. Rayshawn Hammonds is on Cheatham tonight. That could be a good matchup. We'll keep an eyeball on that one for you. Arizona State with a possession, no score, almost a minute into the contest. Cheatham works right of the lane, trying to back down Hammonds. He dribbled into the paint, lost the handle. We touched the ball, but Arizona State maintains possession. Dort with a 3, blocked out on the wing by Claxton. Dogs take it out of the air. Hammonds
Dort thought thought Claxton had gone by him.
Hightower with a drive, bank shot, won't go, but a foul. That'll send Tishon to the free throw line for 2.
Scott, that was a great example defensively of where a wingspan really pays off, because Dort, he thought Claxton had cleared him, but he hadn't cleared that left hand yet. It was still trailing, and it was able to block the shot.
Yeah, the Dogs have some players with wingspan too, and certainly Claxton with his 77th deflection of the season already. As the free throw by Hightower is good. That's also his team-leading 22nd block of the year. Hightower gives the Dogs the first point of the ball game, and a second free throw to come for the sophomore guard from Lithonia. It's up and in, good. Tishon, we need him to shoot free throws well, better than his 62%. It's 2-0 Dogs. Minute 15 into the contest. Arizona State with the possession, front court right. Cheatham takes a pass, top of the key, gives it right back to Dort. Now they'll work it back over to Cheatham. They move the ball around. Lawrence, left wing it goes, now down on the baseline. They're trying to work against Hammonds. Jump hook, bank shot, good, straight away. Romello White, the native Atlantan from Wheeler High School, banks in the first points for Arizona State. Wheeler, the same high school of Georgia assistant coach Amir Abdur-Rahim. And that name quite popular at Wheeler High School. Here's Turtle with a crossover, penetrate, jump pass out of the wing, back around to Claxton, top of the key. 8 seconds to shoot. Claxton pivots, gives it to Ogbede. Back out to Hightower. Defense is all over. That's Turtle, rather. Over to Hammonds for a 3. Good with the left hand. Rayshon for 3.
Just when it looked like we couldn't find anything, Rayshon pulls up and nails a 3 with 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
Hammond's three-pointer brought to you by Scana Energy. 17:38 to go first half. 5-2. Dogs with the lead. Work it inside. White underneath. Push way under the basket. And that's going to be a pushing foul, says Don Daly, on Georgia's number 34, Derek Ogbede.
You know, I got an issue there, because when an offensive player spins and starts to take the baseline, you've got a right to step over and defend that baseline. And if he steps out of bounds, that's on him.
That'll put the 6'8 sophomore forward White at the foul line, where he is 57%.
He wasn't shooting. Oh, what? They missed that twice.
Free throw is all net, good. White's got all 3 of their points thus far.
Coach Crean had an issue with that too.
Tom's going to walk a hole in the floor tonight. He is a pacer. Up and down that bench, back and forth. And White makes both of his free throws to make it a 5-4 contest. They bring a little backcourt pressure now. Look at Claxton. There's a foul in the backcourt on Cheatham. That's a silly foul on Cheatham. That's a wasted one on a good player right there.
No question. There are NBA scouts here, and they'll write that down. That's a low IQ, low basketball IQ foul.
Dogs inbound quickly. Backcourt near sideline. Turtle's got the ball, trying to work a one-on-one against Dort, the freshman. Now Hightower has it, front court, right wing. Top of the key, it goes to Claxton. He sends it left to Turtle. The senior puts it on the floor, reverses the ball. They got an offensive foul. Oh, that's 2 quick ones on Derek. Ogbede with an offensive foul. Moving screen. That's a tough break for the Dogs. And Derek comes out with his second foul with 17-17 left to go in the first half. And Amanze Ngumeze will check in, the 6'9", 245-pound freshman from Savannah. 5-4 Dogs with a lead. Sun Devils have the basketball. We just turned it over on an offensive foul. Dort, crossover dribble, down the lane. Blocked out of the air by Claxton. Taken away. Hightower down the lane. Lifted short. Left-handed. And the follow by Hammonds is good.
Was that Hammonds or Ngumeze?
I thought it was Rayshon.
I thought it was too, but
Arizona State with the basketball. Yeah, it was well, I don't know. They haven't been posted yet. Lawrence misses a 3 right at the circle. Missed it high and to the left on the glass, and the Dogs rebound the miss. Here's Claxton working right of the lane. He's called for traveling as he falls down, loses the dribble, and called for walking.
And that was Hammonds.
You're going to make me think my eyes are playing tricks on me.
Well, they were both there. I mean, that's the thing. And that's a good thing for Georgia.
7-4, Dogs with a 3-point lead. Sun Devils with the ball. Dort in those fluorescent greenish-yellow shoes hands it off. And Arizona State will turn it over under the basket. Remy Martin tried to drop it off on a bounce to Cheatham, and the ball bounced high in the air, and the Dogs take it away. Georgia works front court left. Here's Turtle with a screen and a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Cheatham for Arizona State. 7-4, Dogs by 3. Sun Devils with the ball. Cheatham through the lane, kick out left to Martin. Martin holds it high. He's the smallest player on the roster right now for Arizona State. Big White steps into the paint, jump hook with a right hand, rattles off the iron. No good. Claxton the rebound.
And Ngumezi, great job defensively.
Here's Hightower. Penetrates left edge of the lane, throws it back out front to Hammonds. The Dogs will reset. Turtle with the ball, 18 on the shot clock. Crossover dribble. Dribble handoff to Claxton left wing. They'll send it to the right side of the floor now. Overhead pass from Hammonds to the foul line. Ngumezi will shoot the 15-footer. Miss it. Line drive kicked off the iron. Rebounded by Lugence Dort. Dort going to drive down the lane. Throws up a floater. Nowhere near the rim. Knocked out of bounds out of the air. And I didn't see if we touched it out or they did.
No, they did. I believe that was Dort.
All right, it's going to be Georgia ball when we come back. Timeout with 15.
No. It was Romello White. Romello White knocked that out of bounds.
All right, we'll have to hold it here for just a moment. 7-4 is our score. Dogs leading as we get into the first timeout of the contest, but we'll hold it right here. And a good start, Chuck, for Georgia, 7-4 early lead.
Yeah, and showing a lot of energy and feeding off this crowd. You know, Tom Crean made a big issue, you know, for the last, 12 days or whatever, building up to this game that we needed to pack the Stegman Coliseum. And the fans have answered the call. I'm looking up in the upper decks. It's packed. The lower bowl is packed. And as the game wears on, this crowd is going to play a bigger part in helping this Georgia basketball team.
And the Dogs have already announced sellouts in SEC play of Kentucky and Florida. I believe the Texas game in the SEC Big 12 Challenge in January is a sellout. South Carolina was announced as a sellout just this week, as is LSU, I believe. So already 5 games
sold out.
5 future games are already sold out here at Stegman.
You know, and it's not just, as Coach Crean has pointed out, it's not just important for these guys on this team and helping them, you know, find the energy and that push to get over the finish line, you know, in tight games. But it's also because of recruiting. Recruits want to see the atmosphere in Stegman Coliseum when they come on visits. And Coach Crean is getting, you know, some of the highest ranked recruits to come in here and look at Georgia. And so they've got to be able to take advantage of that.
On the court, it's the job of the defense to protect the rim. On the road, it's the job of the 2019 Nissan Rogue to help protect you with its available advanced safety technologies. Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Scott, we said Dogs had to do a good job on the glass. So far off to a tremendous start there. They've more than doubled up Arizona State at 7-3 Georgia on the rebounding edge. That's what we need. Continue to do the work, the hard work on the glass and defensively.
Rayshawn Hammonds with 5 of Georgia's 7 points thus far. He's made both of his field goals, a 3 and then a follow on a miss by Hightower a few moments ago. So he's got 5. Hightower has the other 2, a couple of free throws. And then Romello White, the 6'8 sophomore forward from Atlanta, has all 4 of Arizona State's points. He's got a basket and a couple of free throws. Well, the Dogs and the Sun Devils will take the seats off the floor. Timeout is over. We'll resume play here momentarily.
Tyree Crump checking in now for Georgia.
Boy, he's been on a tear. Crump 11 of 20 on threes over his last 4 games.
Had 25 in his last effort, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he did. His career high in the win over Texas Southern in Georgia's last game. Was 8 for 10 from the field. Let's hope he's continuing that tonight. There's a 2 by Martin just to the left of the circle. Toes touching the line to make it 7-6. Dogs with the possession. Here's Crump now driving hard to the right on the dribble. Wearing those Mid-calf Red Sox again tonight. Straightaway three by Crump. Rattles out.
Yeah!
Picked off the top of the backboard and fell right through the bottom.
That's the member's bounce. You know, when you're a member, you get those bounces.
And that's 10-6. Georgia by 4. The Dogs with Ngumeze, Claxton, and Hammonds, Hightower, and Crump on the floor. Rob Edwards has checked in for Bobby Hurley's Sun Devils, a 6'4 transfer from Cleveland State. Drive by Martin down the left side, lay in good by Martin. He got to the rim quickly.
Yeah, he left Deshaun that time. Just left him standing there staring at him.
10-8, Dogs by 2 with the ball. Claxton, one-handed pass to Ngumeze straight away, over to Crump on the left. Tyree puts it on the floor, kick out into the right corner. Clax for three, it's good! Right corner three, big Nicholas Claxton with his first basket of the ball game. That three-pointer by Big Clax brought to you by Scana Energy. 13-8, Dogs by 5.
That was a nice job by Tyree Crump.
Here's Martin again, speeds by Hightower. T-Shawn can't keep up with Martin, though, so far, and Martin with another lay-in. He's got 6. It's 13-10. Dogs in the corner. Hightower sidesteps the defender, moves to his left, misses the three from the corner. Rebound, Arizona State. Martin feeds Cherry, driving lay-in good. Arizona State gets down the floor in a hurry.
I was about to say, they get down there in a hurry, and Georgia was lagging behind.
Tayshaun Cherry, a 6'8 freshman from El Cajon, California, into the ball game and getting his feet wet with his first points of the game. It's 13-12. Dogs by a point with the ball, and a blocking foul going to be whistled on Arizona State. They got that one on Cherry. That's his first and the team's third. Hammonds and Hightower come out for Georgia. Ettore and Wilridge back on the floor for the first time since we were playing Clemson down in the Cayman Islands. That's when he was injured, and he's been out with concussion-like symptoms for almost a full month. Also into the game, Jordan Harris, who inbounds the basketball for the Dogs into Crump, crossover dribble, go to Harris along the baseline, good up and down the right baseline, he put it up and in off the window.
Looked like we picked the right time to put Jordan in.
Jordan Harris, the 6'4 guard from Iron City, Georgia. That move had a lot of strength in it. Remy Martin's straightaway jumper rattles off the rim, no good. 1 and out for Arizona State. The Dogs' rebound is missed. Crump with a nifty pass to Claxton inside, and they call Big Clax for an offensive foul.
And that was a good call. Good call. The defensive player had position. He was set. Little give and go, and Nicholas didn't see the defender set there and ran right into him.
First foul on Claxton, third team foul on the Dogs. That's a turnover for Georgia. Arizona State with a basketball. They work it to Cherry straight away, over to Rob Edwards. He missed 6 games. He played in the opener and then was out for the next 6. Just returned in their loss to Nevada a little over a week ago. Martin with the ball, moves to his right, now crossover, goes by Claxton into the lane, reverse pivot, fade away on the right side, throws it up, no, short, and an offensive foul on Arizona State.
And the reason it was short is because Nicholas Claxton got just a little bit of the underside of that basketball.
They call it on Daquan Lake, a 6'9 senior transfer from junior college. His first foul, team's 4th. And Ngumeze comes out of the ball game. Mike Edwards checks in for the first time. So the Dogs' 5 will be Crump and Harris, Wilridge, Edwards, and Claxton. 12:15 on the clock. First half, Georgia with a 3-point lead, 15-12. Dogs with the ball. Claxton off the left wing. Dribbles with the right hand. Reverses to Crump. Deeper in the corner left side to Harris. One-handed pass back to Crump. Catch, shoot, 3 with a man on him. No good. Rebound to Rob Edwards. Almost out at half court. He chased it down. Sun Devils in the front court right. They trail by 3. Dort's got the ball across the top of the key. Going to stop for a 3. Rainbow 3. All net good for Lugents Dort. His first points of the ball game. We're tied at 15. 11:40. Clock moving. Claxton with the ball inside the arc. They work it back outside, deeper to Crump. Crump dribbles in front of 2 defenders. Finds Wilridge along the baseline. Left side to the basket, and a foul under the bucket. Arizona State whistled for the foul. It's going to send Wilridge to the free throw line. It should.
Quick move by Orlando. All
right, we're going to have to hold it here again. We're having some issues with our computers, apparently. 11:31 to go in the first half. It's 15 all. Georgia and Arizona State tied up here in the first half.
Torian was like lightning fast to the basket. He was right down that baseline in a hurry.
And Wilridge, 6'6" senior from Beaumont, did not play in the last 3 games, but he's been out almost a month, Chuck. But as Coach Crean told us in the pregame, he was able to return to practice this week, try to get back into some kind of condition. And
said he had 2 full goes at it, so that's good. He'll be able to help him because he's got experience. Torian, Toe's got that. He's played a lot. He's seen a lot of things in his career here at Georgia, so he's got some experience.
All right, we're being told to take break number 11, Station. So we're going to take break 11. Right now we're tied at 15, Georgia and Arizona State. Break number 11 for you here on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about great teammates, I think of Rocket Mortgage. With their innovative technology and industry-leading client support, you can count on them to get your mortgage done right. Because when it comes to buying a home, you need a teammate you can count on. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 Brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Enjoy the road home this holiday season in a BMW through January 2nd. Take advantage of the up to $3,000 holiday credit. Visit BMWATL.com for more details. Go Dogs. Torian Wilridge at the free throw line, and his first foul shot is up and in good. Wilridge with his first point of the ball game. 6'6" senior from Beaumont, Texas. Second free throw, back rim no good. Rebound goes to Tayshawn Cherry, who picked up his second foul just prior to that timeout. 16-15, Dogs lead by a point. Sun Devils with a basketball. They have yet to lead here in the first half, but if they convert here, they'll have their first lead of the game. Lugent's Dort works against Edwards, kicks it out and throws it away on the right wing. He's trying to go to Cherry on a kick out after a penetration, and he missed his target and threw it out of bounds on the near sideline. Dogs ball.
Missed his target by about a yard.
Cherry looks dejected as he goes back down the other end of the floor. That body language is terrible. Bobby Hurley keeping an eye on his player down at the end of the bench. He's unhappy about something.
Well, and he's
Jordan
telling
Harris
everybody on the bench about it, isn't he?
Yes. Dogs substitute. We've got Crump and Claxton. Hammonds is back in for the Dogs. Wilridge stays in the ball game.
They've gone to his own.
Ty Fagan is in for the first time. Fagan on the left side pushes it to Crump. We work it around the three-point line. Claxton, Crump straight away, fakes pass left, goes back to Nicholas. Three ball with a left hand, won't go. Fagan with a rebound. Short little popper on the left side. Good, about a 4-footer by Ty Fagan on the putback.
Beautiful play by Ty. Got the rebound, cleared some space, and put up the little floater.
18-15, Dogs by 3. Arizona State with the basketball. Kamani Lawrence, hands off left side. Here's Dort driving down, drops it down to Cheatham, and he'll dunk it with two hands. Dort with the penetration and the assist, and Cheatham with the bucket to make it 18-17. Long three, Crump off the target, no good. Rebound, Claxton. He gives it back to Crump, driving down the lane, and Tyree's knocked to the floor, whistle and a foul on Arizona State.
Well, you can tell that Arizona State has seen plenty of video of Georgia. They got somebody right in Tyree Crump's face virtually every second.
Foul was on Lake, his second, and that puts Crump at the foul line for the first time tonight. Tyree, 83% from the line for the junior guard from Bainbridge, Georgia. Free throw is up and in good. Crump with his 4th point of the night to give the Dogs a 19-17 lead. Wilridge comes out. JoJo Toppin comes in for the first time for the Dogs. One of our many freshmen, 6'6" freshman from Norcross. Second free throw, Crump up and in. Tyree with 5. He checks out of the ball game. Turtle back in. Tom Crean substituting at will here in the first half. Dort into the front court, guarded by Turtle. Handoff on the wing. Edwards, they work it around left side to Kamani Lawrence. Chest pass to Dort. He attacks down the left side, throws it up high. Air ball touched on the right side of the iron by White.
Offensive.
And a foul on Arizona State. They got a push on Romello White, his first, team 7th.
And, Scott, one of the keys for Georgia, I said, was play like you belong. But we're 25% through this game. Georgia playing every bit like it belongs.
Yeah, they're going to stop the clock. That should put Georgia at the foul line, I think, for 1-1. It wasn't a charge. The officials are going to talk about it. Tom Crean's reminding the officials that was the 7th team foul. This should be 1-1. It was a push on the rebound. And Don Daly's going to check, as we heard him say, he's going to see who the shooter is. So Georgia's going to be on the line. And the officials taking a look at the video for a review. That's brought to you by Barbasol, offering you a chance to score big when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Grab your premium starter kit for just $6.99 today with code BASKETBALL at Barbasol.com. Game on.
Well, they moved the clock back to 9:59. But fortunately, Coach Crean knows the rules of the game. Sometimes that escapes the guys in the striped shirts.
It's going to be Claxton at the foul line. So Don Daly finds his shooter, and it's number 33 for Georgia. 6'11" sophomore Nicholas Claxton. Left-hander at the line, tosses the ball to himself, ready to let the first one go. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Claxton with 4. Nicholas 63% on the year. He was 3 for 4 in the Dogs' last game, 3 for 4 at the foul line in their win over Texas Southern. Makes his first foul shot tonight. Dogs by 4, 21-17. Claxton with the bonus attempt. It's good. Big Clax hits a pair. It's a 5-point Georgia lead, 22-17, 9:56 to go first half. Dogs leading 20th ranked Arizona State. Sun Devils with the ball. Cheatham pushes it left to Lawrence, guarded by Toppin. On the wing, above the arc. Sent it inside, down on the baseline, left side to Cheatham, back out. Edwards, long 3, won't go. Claxton rips down the rebound with 2 hands. Will take it down the floor himself. Into the front court, shovels it over to Fagan. Cross court to Hammonds. Catch, shoot 3. Good! He rattled it in there. Rashawn Hammonds for 3. And now the Dogs with a little pressure in the backcourt. 25-17, Dogs by 8. Dort down the lane, throws it up with the right hand. Off the glass and rim, no good. A foul on the Dogs. Dort just exploded. Once he got inside the logo, he just turned it on, and right down the lane he went, and he got fouled.
Yeah, Turtle got him, but I got to tell you something. We talked about big-time players making big-time plays in big games, and Rashawn Hammonds looks like he's ready to step up and be one of the guys to answer that call.
Rashawn with 8, leading Georgia in scoring. Dogs up 25-17, and Dort's first free throw. Boy, he puts a lot of air under that ball. Every shot, not just at the free throw line, but that one rattled off the rim, no good.
And he wears the ugliest shoes. They are not like anything anybody else wears.
They're that highlighter yellow. Missed a second free throw. Rebound tapped up. Edwards goes after it. Claxton took it away from him. Big Clax taking it up the floor at 6'11". Going to take it to the rack. Pull up. Missed the 2 from the right of the lane.
Just tried to do too much with it.
He weaved all the way up the floor. He had to go through a lot of traffic. Here's Edwards with the ball on the left side. The guard sends it up the wing. They go back inside now. Turn around on the block is Romello White, and he rattles it around the iron, falls through good. Romello White with 6 points, 25-19. Dogs lead by 6 after the Arizona State basket. Claxton across the top of the key on the dribble, gives it to Toppin, runs into 3 maroon shirts. Into the corner it goes to Turtle. Dogs whip it around the perimeter. Hammonds has it now, lost the handle. Stolen on the baseline. Edwards, long pass into the front court. Here's Lawrence, throws it up high off the glass. Toppin couldn't find the rebound. He was looking all over for it. Claxton had it. Dogs with the ball. Turtle into the front court to Fagan. Claxton is gassed, by the way. Big Clax going to take a straightaway 3. He was the trailer. Missed it. Rebound.
That's Georgia's ball. That's Georgia's ball.
They're saying Arizona State.
No.
Crowd didn't like the call either.
Chuck didn't like the call.
Don Daly says Arizona State possession. Bobby Hurley screaming at the official down on the left end of the floor. And Tom Crean doing the same thing on the right end of the floor. Just different officials. You can't make everybody happy. In this case, the guys in the striped shirts not making anybody happy. Dogs by 6. Arizona State has the ball. 8:08 to go here in the first half. Martin into the front court, guarded by Toppin. They screen with White. Martin feeds it to White, lays it in with a finger roll and a foul. Boy, that was a nice play.
That was a nice play, and Ingumese, that's just a freshman mistake defensively.
That gets us into a timeout with 7:59 remaining in half number 1. Arizona State has tightened it up a little bit. The Dogs lead it 25-21. Stations, this will be break number 12 on your format. Break 12 here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, son. You're on speaker. Just got back from the park. Guess I'm getting used to civilian life. Mom's here, too.
Hi, honey. Just making dinner. Your sister's into this gluten-free thing. Am I boring you, dear?
It's just good to hear your voice, Mom.
A call from home takes you home. AT&T proudly offers wireless and TV discounts to military veterans and their families. Get started in store or visit att.com/military savings for details. Coverage not available everywhere. Exclusions, eligibility, and other restrictions apply.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, growing up in a coffee family is no different than growing up in any other family, except that we all kind of share one affinity, and that's for a great tasting cup of coffee.
Matt Siraj, 4th generation owner, Community Coffee.
I believe people can taste the difference family makes. It's a fullness in the mouth. It's a flavor impression that follows all the way through until 30 seconds after that sip of coffee. It's that rich, smooth flavor that you find in Community Coffee.
Our family story continues at communitycoffee.com.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. And our free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you do something about that check engine light. If your light is on, the Fix Finder can help you find the likely cause for free, helping you save time and money down the road. And right now, we got great low prices on Lucas Complete Fuel Treatment at only $4.99 and Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer at only $10.99. Visit any of our 133 Atlanta AutoZone locations and let us do more for you. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Two former Bulldog greats being recognized during the timeout. Good to see Jeremy Price and Kenny Gaines back at Stegman Coliseum. College sports fans at SiriusXM, you get it all, and all at the press of a button. Listen to your kind of music, commercial-free, plus everything entertainment, every kind of comedy, and, of course, coverage of every major sport, including Georgia Bulldogs basketball. So tune in to SiriusXM, the best of the best. 25-21, Dogs with a 4-point lead. Arizona State will be at the foul line to try to complete a 3-point play when time resumes. Wilridge, Turtle Jackson, Harris, Hammonds, Ingumese are 5 on the floor. And the foul just prior to the timeout was on Amanze. That's his first of the night, the team's 5th. And shooting the foul shot will be Romello White, 6'8" forward from Atlanta. Free throws in the air, and it's good. He came into the game shooting 57%, but he's hit all 3 of his foul shots tonight. 25-22. Dogs lead by 3. 7:52 remaining in the half. Dogs with the ball, front court left. Hammonds had 2 guys on him for a moment as the defense was switching. Now Harris in the left corner, scooped it way out front, saved by Wilridge on the right sideline. Gives it to Hammonds in the right corner. 3 ball with 7 on the clock. Rattles out, no good. Rebound, Arizona State. Long pass to Cheatham down the other end. Finger roll good. Wide open. He got behind the defense. Arizona State makes it a 1-point game.
I got to tell you, Cheatham got up in the air, too. His hand was up near the top of that square.
Zylan Cheatham, who had a triple-double in their win over Texas Southern several days ago. 14 points, 13 boards, 10 assists. 25-24, Dogs with a 1-point lead. Hammonds through traffic, gets hammered near the rim on the right side. A foul is called on the guys in maroon. And that's going to be on Romello White, picking up his second foul. Team's 8th. And Hammonds will go to the foul line for 2 shots for the Bulldogs. Hey, 25-24. Georgia by a point. Clock stopped with 7:07 to go. Ogbede and Crump getting ready to enter the ball game.
And Ogbede going to have to be careful. He's still got those 2 fouls. You don't want to pick up that third here in these final 7 minutes of the first half.
Free throw by Hammonds is up and in. Number 1. Turtle comes out of the ball game, as well as was that Amonze that came out? And Vitaly Scheibel will come in for Bobby Hurley's Sun Devils, a 6'9 sophomore from Ukraine. He checks into the ball game here with 7:07 to go in the first half, and Hammonds waiting patiently at the foul line for the basketball to shoot his second free throw. Rayshawn puts it in the air with a left hand, up and in good. Hammonds nails a couple. He's in double figures with 10 here in the half, and it's 27-24 Georgia.
Ukraine has turned out some good players through the years. Alexander Volkov. A lot of Hawks fans will remember Sasha. He's out of the Ukraine.
I thought he was a wrestler.
No, he was a darn good basketball player.
Dort on the right block. Catches a high pass, comes down, misses the first, got his own follow, goes back up and gets fouled. So Dort in his glow-in-the-dark shoes will go to the line because Derek just picked up his third foul. Ogbede. The one thing, Chuck, that you just pointed out, he's got to be careful, and he picked up number 3. And that's the risk that you run.
It is, but you've got to be, you've got to be very careful, and quite honestly, just be a little more heads up than that.
So Derek's going to come out again in just a moment. Claxton waiting to check in. Dort at the foul line. Free throw is up and in, good. Dort has been contained for the most part here in the first half. 22-point average coming into the ball game. He had 24 in their loss to Nevada late last week. Second free throw is good. He's got 5 in the game now. It's a 1-point game again, 27-26. Ogbede comes out, Claxton back in. And we stepped on the sideline in front court left. Patrick Evans making the call. We stepped out of bounds with a basketball. That's a unforced error by the Dogs.
No question. Court awareness is something you got to, it just has to be instinctive sometimes, and there's one of the times. But also that's something that, Coach talked about knowing where you are on the floor.
Martin with a little fadeaway off 1 foot left of the lane. Missed it off the iron, but a foul on Arizona State on the rebound. A push on Zylan Cheatham. That's his second. So they've got White, Lake, Cherry, and Cheatham all with 2 fouls. That's their 9th. Cherry's going to come back in with his 2.
That sounded like a really prestigious law firm.
Well, it could be somewhere down the road. At least that Cheatham part. What's the old lawyer joke? Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Yeah.
Claxton at the line for the Dogs. Front end of the 1-and-1. Free throw up and in. Good. Big Clax is 3 for 3 from the line with 6 points, and it's a 2-point Georgia lead, 28-26, with 6:27 remaining in the first half. Long look at the basket. Nick puts it up and in. Good.
Nick's going to be close to a double-double here in the first half. He's got 7 points now, 7 points and 8 boards.
Man, that's impressive stuff. Well, he hadn't come out of the game much. Here's Cherry. No, that is, it is Cherry.
Make that 9 boards.
Cherry missed the three from the left corner, and Claxton rebounded his miss. Dogs with the ball in front court left, leading by 3. Hammond's trying to back down his man. Knifes through the double team. Passes off down to Claxton. Check a foul on Arizona State. They're getting them in trouble. The foul was on Remy Martin. That's his first. That's the 10th team foul, so double bonus for the last 6:02 for the Dogs. It'll be Rayshawn Hammonds at the line for 2 shots for Georgia. Hammonds with 10 points so far in the half. The leading scorer for the Bulldogs, who lead it by 3, 29-26. Free throw, Hammonds, good. Dogs have only missed 1 foul shot in this ballgame. 12 of 13 from the line. And a 4-point lead. Hammonds with a second free throw, good.
I'll tell you what, those were dead center both.
Rayshawn has a dozen here in the half for the Dogs. 31-26, Georgia hanging on to that lead. We haven't surrendered it yet. 5:53 to go in the half. Arizona State moves the ball above the 3-point line. Martin penetrates, stolen by Wilridge on the left side. Over to Harris, down the lane, back to Etorian, blocked on the block, and a foul on Arizona State. Sun Devils recovered quickly on defense. Dogs were able to draw the contact on the other end of the floor.
They call the second foul. If I'm Jordan Harris, I'm mad because he's the one that got knocked down. They didn't call his.
Well, you had your choice. Going to be Torian at the foul line. 2 shots for the senior from Beaumont, Texas. Free throw up and in, good. The foul was on Scheibel as he leaves the ball game for Arizona State. And he subbed Rob Edwards, a 6'4" guard, back in the contest. 6-point lead for the Dogs. Wilridge pushes it up and in with a right hand, good. Etorian, who has the only miss at the line, but is 3 for 4 now. The Dogs lead by 7, 33-26. Sun Devils with a basketball. They work on the right end of the floor. Dort to Lawrence, going to attack down the lane, stripped as he goes inside. Oh, they're going to say Arizona State with the ball. Yeah, Georgia's bench erupted.
Yeah, well, it should have. It went off of his leg. Went off of his leg and out of bounds.
The official there apparently thought it went off Hammonds. Georgia doesn't argue the call too vehemently. Arizona State keeps the possession. Here's Edwards. Off-balance jumper from the right side. Inside the arc, won't go. Rebound down to Crump. To Harris. He attacks inside. No, he's going to throw it outside on the perimeter. Claxton has the ball. Now back to Jordan on the right wing. Dribbles behind a screen. Finds Etorian above the arc on the right side as well. Back over to Harris. Left-hand dribble. He'll hand it off to Crump on the wing. 10 to shoot. 5 minutes to play in the half. Bullet pass inside to Crump. Layup good. Claxton gets the assist from the wing. And Crump puts it up and in.
Tyree, great job. Hung in the air. Waited for the defender to clear and then put it off the glass. Beautiful.
35-26. Dogs have a 9-point lead. Martin to the basket. Layup won't go too hard. Offensive foul on Arizona State.
Right into his back.
That was on Dort. A push, so it's not an offensive foul. I guess it was on the rebound attempt. Lugents Dort with maybe a frustration foul. That's his first. Dogs have been in the double bonus the last minute and a half.
It's over. He's pleading his case with Tony. You could have seen that up in section MM. That was about as obvious as it gets.
Lugents Dort from Montreal getting the explanation from Atlantan Tony Green on the call.
He was trying to say to Tony, how's those NBA scouts, what are they going to say if you're making those kind of calls against me?
Wilridge with a second miss at the line tonight. 35-26. Dogs trying to lead by double digits for the first time if Etorian can hit this second free throw. Bobby Hurley talking to Patrick Evans, one of the officials down on the left end of the floor. And it's a one-sided discussion, and it's a little heated because the coach for Arizona State looks like his face is sunburned. Wilridge hit the second free throw. It's a 10-point Georgia lead, 36-26 with 4:35 to go. Sun Devils with the basketball. They work in the front court. Cheatham with a right-hand dribble. Comes near side to Cherry. Overhead to Martin. Above the arc on the right side. Try to crossover. Drop the ball. Crump almost stole it. Now Martin drives inside. And they're going to say foul on Georgia.
On Tyree. And Tom Crean knows.
Crump with a foul. He bumped Martin as Martin was driving to the lane. Crump with his first. That's the team's 7th. So it's 1-1 now for Arizona State. So both teams in the bonus. The Dogs are in the double bonus. Martin to the line for the Sun Devils. 6-foot sophomore from California. Climbs over the iron, falls through good. Martin, 79% shooter from the free throw line, was the co-6th man of the year in the Pac-12 last season. Has battled through some injury problems. He misses the second free throw, and it's rebounded by Hammonds. Martin hits 1 of 2 for Arizona State. It's a 9-point Georgia lead, 36-27. Dogs ball. Crump shoots from the left elbow. It's good. 15-footer with a little juice under it.
That was nice. He kind of lulled him to sleep, lulled that defender to sleep, then went right over him with a real quick little jumper.
Dogs by 11, largest lead of the half. Less than 4 minutes to go. Martin by Crump to the basket, blocked by Claxton. Oh, they get the offensive rebound though. Lake puts it back up and in.
And that's what we talked about. They'll clean up their misses if you let them.
Claxton on the other end, bank shot with a right hand off 1 foot, missed it off the rim. Rebound to Cheatham. 38-29 Georgia. Arizona State with the ball. Lawrence in the left corner works against Hammonds. Tries to spin his way in. Rayshawn wouldn't give it up. Lawrence open in the corner for a 3. No good. Rebound Martin. He attacks, drops it off underneath. Gets away from Lake. Picked up by Harris. Dogs with a steal down the floor. Jordan penetrates, throws it back. Nobody there. Wilridge had to chase it down. Over to Claxton. Now we've got control. Here's Crump for 3. It's good! Crump for 3 from the right wing. 41-29 Dogs. Crowd on its feet at Stegman Coliseum. Crump with his second 3. He's got a dozen in the half. 2:56 to go in the first half. Arizona State with a possession. Martin drives down on the block. Hammonds defends him well and cuts it off. Now Cheatham's got it. Kick out Cherry. Right wing 3. Off the left side of the iron. No good. Rebound. Rayshawn, he says slow down. Now they'll pick it up. Slow down nothing. Here's Hammonds with a crossover. Spin move. Down the lane. Oh, beautiful. Oh,
Rayshawn Hammonds. Timeout. Timeout. If you're Bobby Hurley, timeout.
And that's the case. Arizona State with a time. 2:31 to go in the half. Timeout. What break are we up to? Break number 14. All right, stations, we'll catch up eventually. Break 14, 43-29 Dogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hurry to Kroger right now for 3 days of digital deals. Through Saturday, you'll find big savings for your seasonal celebrations. You can take home essentials like select varieties of Kroger brand cheese. During the 3 days of digital deals, they're just 99 cents each. Just visit Kroger.com or the app and download your digital coupons today. Best of all, you can use them up to 5 times in one transaction. But hurry, the sale ends Saturday. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
The holidays are here, and now's the time to head to Kroger for the digital coupon savings event. Just get your coupons at Kroger.com or on the app and take home hot deals on select Marie Callender's pot pies, family-sized Cheez-It snack crackers, General Mills cereal, and so much more. And you can use your coupons up to 5 times in one transaction. So visit Kroger.com today and save more with digital coupons. That's how you holiday. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Hey, Georgia fans, at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed, and you'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years. StubHub, the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there. Georgia 43, Arizona State 29. This is your in-game recap brought to you by Regions Bank, official bank of the SEC. Well, Georgia has maintained the lead throughout this half. Arizona State had trimmed it down to 1 at 27-26. But since that time, Georgia has outscored the Sun Devils by a count of 16-3, Chuck, as they have stretched this lead wide open.
And Scott, make no mistake, as well as the Dogs are doing offensively, right now what's making the difference for them is the defense that they're playing. They're playing great defense. They've got Arizona State right now shooting 34% from the floor, 34%. They're doing a great job defensively. And then on the glass, it's 20-15 Georgia. So they're not giving them as many of those second chance opportunities. Maybe one or two here or there, but they'll stop that.
Arizona State with the ball. Dort drives inside, tries to scoop it up from the reverse side on the right edge of the rim. He hit the underside of the iron, and the ball caroms out of bounds. It'll be Georgia's possession. Dort seems like he's trying to force some things just to try to get it going.
Well, they all are. They're frustrated right now. They're shooting now under 34% probably after that. But Georgia's doing such a good job defensively. The Sun Devils they're frustrated.
Dogs lead by 14, largest lead of the half, 43-29. We've got the ball, front court left. Crump to Claxton. They haven't been able to figure out Nicholas tonight. He's kind of a freak.
Well, I was going to say,
in their eyes. He's bringing the ball up the floor. He's driving.
But that's a long line of people.
Fagan, penetrate, kick out to Hightower, who's back in. 2 seconds to shoot. Crump puts it up at the horn. It's blocked away. And a foul.
They fouled him.
Wow.
They did. They absolutely did.
Oh, and a technical on Bobby Hurley.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Tony Green with no eye on the shot clock. That's not his concern until he hears that horn. The shot clock was hitting 0 when Crump put it up, Chuck, and they fouled him on the 3.
And
then Bobby Hurley was right in Tony's ear as he was making the call. So a technical on the coach and a foul on a 3-point shot, and Tyree Crump will be shooting free throws. Now the officials are going to come and take a look at the monitor to make sure they got it right.
And what they're checking is to make sure that the foul occurred before the shot clock violation, and it absolutely did. No question.
Play is under review. It's brought to you by Barbasol. Your chance to score big when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Grab your premium starter kit for just $6.99 today with code BASKETBALL at Barbasol.com. Game on.
All right, so we'll get the technical first.
Crump's going to get 2. He's got a chance for 5 points right here with 1:48 to go. Crump's going to shoot the technicals. Free throw number 1, good. Crump with 13 points now in the half, 3 for 3 from the line. Second free throw. Oh, rolled off the right side. So he missed. He made 1 of 2 on the technicals. Now he's going to get 3 foul shots. As the foul was on, I believe it was on Dort, his second.
Well, if he could hit
3-point shot.
If he could hit all 3 of these and then steal the inbound and hit a 3, you'd have another one of those 7-point possessions that we saw in the Grand Caymans.
Yeah, we had that in the Illinois State game, and Georgia won by far their best game in that tournament. It was the only one they won, but it was an impressive performance as Crump hits that free throw. He's got 2 more. Tyree, just like in practice, over in the practice gym, up the steps and to our right.
And if you're Bobby Hurley, you're just sitting there watching the scoreboard click up 1 point at a time underneath Georgia.
They're down 17 right now, and Crump trying to make it an 18-point game. Free throws in the air, good. He makes 4 out of his 5 attempts. 47-29. 47-29 Dogs. Trying to keep the foot on the pedal here in the last minute and a half. Edwards almost lost it out of bounds on the near side. He saves it. Lawrence now falls down. He slides, and the Dogs take it away. There was no travel call, so we just stole it. Fagan's got the ball in the front court left. Ty, the freshman, lobs it into the corner to Hammonds. Hammonds, jab step, going to put it on the floor, drive on the baseline, and offensive foul on the Dogs, I believe on Claxton.
That's who it was.
Yep. Claxton picks up his second. Team's 8th. But no free throws for Arizona State as they'll bring it up the length of the floor. Offensive foul on Big Nicholas. That's 2 on him. He's going to come out of the ball game. Jordan Harris checks back in for the Dogs. We've got Harris and Crump. We're going small. Look at that lineup out there now. We've got Harris, Hightower, Fagan, Crump, and Hammonds, who's our biggest guy on the floor right now. 47-29. Dogs lead it with 1:13 to go in the half. Arizona State with a possession. Martin feeds it down on the baseline. White spins by Hammonds. He's pinned on the baseline. Oh, they called a foul on Rayshon. 1:06 to go. Clock stops. Hammonds had him pinned in, but got a little too much contact for referee Don Daly's preference. First foul on Rayshon Hammonds. And free throws for the big guy, Romello White, 1-1 for the 6'8" forward. Sophomore from Atlanta puts it up with the right hand good. He hasn't missed tonight. Came into the game 12 of 21 at the line, 57%, 4 for 4 tonight. He's got 10 points. He's their leading scorer. Second free throw, all over the iron, rolls through good. He's got 11 now. 60 seconds to go, first half, 47-31. Dogs with a 16-point lead and the ball. Harris with a left-hand dribble, crossover into the circle, feeds it back out to Hightower. Across the top of the key to Fagan in the left corner. Ty walks. Took the pass, gave a little head fake and a stutter step with his feet and travels with it.
Well, you see that so often when guys, they get so excited, they make that move, but they don't get the ball on the floor.
16-point Georgia lead, less than a minute to go. Arizona State with possession. Martin to Edwards, wide open, doesn't take the three, steps into the circle, shoots a 2 and misses. Tap up by Arizona State, no good. Rebound, ripped down by Harris for the Dogs. Harris weaving his way up the floor. They knock the ball loose from behind. And a jump pass by Harris into the corners, tipped out of bounds by Edwards. So they had a couple of deflections on the ball. It was fortunate to go back into the hands of Jordan. And Tom Crean and Georgia going to call a timeout with 31.6 seconds to go.
Well,
let's take the timeout. We'll take a timeout. Break number 15. Back in a moment. Bulldogs Sports Network.
Core Power is the official protein drink of the Dogs. Fueled by 26 grams of Fairlife's one-of-a-kind protein, your workout will never go to waste. Perfect for your gym bag or great for game day. Don't forget to pick up your favorite Core Power to recover better. Want to win the ultimate college football experience? Go to winwithcorepower.com to enter Core Power sweepstakes. You could win a trip for 2 to a Division I college football game during rivalry weekend. Go Dogs!
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Hey, Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. Official car wash of UGA Athletics.
All right, the Dogs turned it over on their final possession. Arizona State's defense forced the turnover, and then the Sun Devils worked the clock down to 4.5, and Martin going to go to the foul line as he tried to attack the basket. He got fouled with 4.5 seconds left. So he's going to shoot free throws. 47-31 is our score. Georgia by 16.
And what's really frustrating in that, Scott, you're coming out of a timeout and you turn it over. That's one thing, you just don't want that to happen.
Martin's free throw is up and in good. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station ID, Bulldog Sports Network. Edwards subs in for Hammonds for Georgia. Martin, 6-foot sophomore guard from Chatsworth, California. Second free throw. Right-handed shooter, up and in good. Final 4.5 ticks. Harris to Jackson. Turtle into the front court. Crosses the timeline. Hoists the deep three straight away. Oh, he almost hit it. Wow. Rattled off the iron. Just to the right. Turtle almost drilled a half-court three-point shot at the buzzer to end the half, but Georgia goes in leading by a score of 47-33. Outstanding first half for the Bulldogs against 20th ranked Arizona State, Chuck.
And Scott, you know what's important now is not what we've just done, it's what we're going to do. It's how Georgia responds to the circumstances that they're in. A 14-point lead against a very talented, ranked basketball team. How do you come out and start the second half? And too often we have seen, Georgia not come out with that passion and fire to start a second half, and they're going to need that tonight to maintain this lead and come out of here with a win.
A late 20-3 surge by the Dogs has given them a 14-point halftime lead. It's Georgia 47, Arizona State 33. Intermission at Stegman Coliseum. Tonight's halftime report brought to you by Georgia Power. Georgia Power brings the energy for every game day and to your community too. Visit georgiapower.com/sports to learn more. Georgia out in front of the Sun Devils 47-33 as we send it to Cabell Philpott in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
Hello, college basketball fans. I'm State Farm agent Cole Perez. State Farm has over 19,000 agents across the country. To give you an idea of how big a number that actually is, I will be counting to 19,000 on the radio. Okay, here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? We only have 30 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Talk to one of our over 19,000 State Farm agents about combining your home and auto insurance today.
3, 4, 3, 5, 6, I'm never gonna make it.
State Farm, here to help life go right.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Welcome to the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Georgia Power, proud to power the Georgia Bulldogs. Live from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, here's your host, Cabell Philpott.
What a nice first half by the Dogs. They lead number 20, Arizona State, 47-33 at halftime. A bright spot for Georgia. Rayshawn Hammonds, 14 points in that first half. Again, the Dogs up 47-33 on number 20, Arizona State at halftime at Stegman Coliseum. Other SEC scores from around the country. We check in on Rocky Top number 3, Tennessee, beating Memphis 102-92. Admiral Schofield, 29 points and 11 boards. 19th ranked Kentucky also victorious 88-61 over Utah, the final score from Rupp Arena. A little bit later on tonight at 7:30, 8th-ranked Auburn battles UAB at Legacy Arena on a neutral floor in Birmingham, Alabama. Also, North Little Rock, the site for Arkansas tonight. They are away from Fayetteville at the Verizon Arena, taking on UTSA. An 8:30 tip at the Hump. 18th-ranked Mississippi State welcomes Cincinnati to Starkville. LSU and St. Mary's get together in Las Vegas at 11 o'clock. Also at 11, Texas A&M battles Oregon State in Portland, part of the Dam City Classic. Other top 25 scores going on around the country at the moment. We take a look earlier this afternoon as number 12, Kansas State, currently in progress, beating Eastern Kentucky 82-56, 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Number 2, Kansas, beating Louisiana 68-64, 7-minute mark. Second half, number 22, LSU, again leading Louisiana Tech 62-63, 22 remaining in the second. Georgia leads number 20, Arizona State 47-33. When we return, we'll check in on the gridiron. Bowl games underway. All that coming up next on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, and they're also there for the times they're not. But you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Gold Bond salutes all you fixers out there. Fixers of wobbly chairs, squeaky stairs, and drippy faucets. Folks who can fix just about anything, except dry, cracked hands.
Whoa, that's bad. Man.
Say hello to Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. More than a lotion, it precisely fills, soothes, and protects rough, cracked fingers and knuckles. 91% said cracked skin felt smoother in one day.
Yep, feeling good.
Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. Find it at First Aid at Walgreens.
The dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 Brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
No one comes to the Southeastern Conference looking for less. This is where you gladly step up, sign up, and raise your hand for a heaping helping of more. More ways to challenge and push yourself, more people from more countries to meet and learn from, more opportunities to impact your community, both locally and globally. Oh, we celebrate championships like no other, but that's nowhere close to the whole story. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
Welcome back inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios on the Georgia Power Halftime Report. We open up the Nissan SEC scoreboard. Let you know number 20, Arizona State, trailing your Georgia Bulldogs 47-33 at halftime at Stegman Coliseum. This SEC scoreboard brought to you by Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway. Now time for the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl scoreboard. Georgia Southern and Eastern Michigan in the Camellia Bowl, as the Eagles up 17-7 on Eastern Michigan at halftime in that ball game. Earlier this afternoon, Arizona State falls to number 21 Fresno State in the Las Vegas Bowl, 31-20. The final score as the Bulldogs beat the Sun Devils. Tulane, a bowl victor, 41-24 over Louisiana. The Green Wave take home the title of the Auto Nation Cure Bowl. Utah State downs North Texas 52-13 in the New Mexico Bowl. One more game tonight. 9 o'clock kickoff in New Orleans, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Appalachian State hosting Middle Tennessee. R&L Carriers, New Orleans Bowl. Again, that at 9 o'clock. This Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl scoreboard served up by Buffalo Wild Wings, the proud hangout for Georgia Athletics. Wings, beer, sports. Halftime at Stegman Coliseum. Dogs lead number 20, Arizona State, 47-33. We'll see if they can hang on right after these messages on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Hi, son. You're on speaker. Just got back from the park. Guess I'm getting used to civilian life. Mom's here, too.
Hi, honey. Just making dinner. Your sister's into this gluten-free thing. Am I boring you, dear?
It's just good to hear your voice, Mom.
A call from home takes you home. AT&T proudly offers wireless and TV discounts to military veterans and their families. Get started in store or visit att.com/military savings for details. Coverage not available everywhere. Exclusions, eligibility, and other restrictions apply.
Halftime at Stegman Coliseum in Athens, Georgia 47, 20th ranked Arizona State 33. It's time now for the Northside Impact, sponsored by Northside Hospital Atlanta. We diagnose and treat more new cancer cases than any other hospital in Georgia, providing care at 48 cancer centers. You can learn more at builttobeatcancer.com. Here are your first half statistics. Georgia shoots 50%, 11 of 22, 5 of 12 on threes. The Dogs were rock solid from the foul line, 20 of 23 from the free throw line, 87%. Georgia out-rebounded Arizona State, who came in plus 12 against their opposition this season on the glass. But Georgia controls the backboards, 22-15, out-rebounding the Sun Devils. Georgia had 6 assists, 9 turnovers, 4 blocks, and 4 steals. Leading scorer is Tyree Crump with 16 points, Rayshawn Hammonds with 14. Arizona State shoots 32% in the half, 11 of 34 from the floor, just 1 of 6 on three-point shots. They were 10 of 13 from the foul line. They had 4 assists, 5 turnovers, no blocks, 3 steals. Their leading scorer, Romello White, the only player in double figures, he has 11. The University of Georgia Athletic Association would like to welcome Gainesville Mechanical and Longhorn Steakhouse in Athens, as well as the Georgia Cotton Commission from the agricultural category to its new Hometown Team Partner Program. Let's support our hometown team partners. And the hometown team winning tonight, leading at halftime over Arizona State 47-33. Back for the second half after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Gold Bond salutes all you fixers out there. Fixers of wobbly chairs, squeaky stairs, and drippy faucets. Folks who can fix just about anything, except dry, cracked hands.
Whoa, that's bad. Man.
Say hello to Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. More than a lotion, it precisely fills, soothes, and protects rough, cracked fingers and knuckles. 91% said cracked skin felt smoother in one day.
Yep, feeling good.
Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. Find it at First Aid at Walgreens.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Along with Chuck Dowdle and our producer-engineer Tony Schiavone, Scott Howard back courtside at Stegman Coliseum, Cabell Philpotts in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Halftime winding down. Georgia with a terrific first half, leading 20th-ranked Arizona State, Chuck, by 14 points, 47-33.
And Scott, here's what matters. These first 5 to 6 minutes to start this second half. Listen, Arizona State's too good not to make a run. How we respond to that will make a difference in this game. And one of the things that will be a key factor is this crowd, because they're going to help Georgia. When Arizona State starts to make its run, this crowd in here will help the Dogs. They'll lift the Dogs. And that's what Tom Crean was talking about when he wanted to pack Stegman Coliseum for this game tonight. He knew that they were going to need this crowd, and I think they will before the night's over. But let's get this thing off to a good start here in the second half.
Dogs will get the ball to start half number 2. Georgia had an outstanding run late in the first half, 20-3 run to jump up by 18 points in that opening period.
And you know what? We played Derek Ogbede, who's one of our stars. He only played 3 minutes in the first half because of foul trouble.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
And he starts the second half on the bench because of those 3 fouls. Willridge in the ball game to inbound to Claxton for Georgia. The Dogs into the front court right. Hightower, Turtle Jackson, Willridge, Claxton, and Hammonds are 5 on the floor. Arizona State in a man-to-man defense. Turtle with the ball above the arc on the right side. Whips it over to Hammonds, top of the key. 13 to shoot, first possession of the half. Turtle's got the ball, crossover dribble at the foul line, over to Hightower. He walked. And the Dogs turn it over on our first possession. T-Shawn with the travel.
Boy, you got to know where you're going with the basketball. You can't be in mid-pass and then decide that's not what I want to do.
Dort will bring it up the floor unguarded for Arizona State. Sun Devils in maroon and gold, Dogs in silver and black and red. Dort with his glow-in-the-dark shoes across the top of the key. Kills the dribble, bounces it to Lawrence. He whips it into the left corner. Martin out of the corner, into the lane, throws it under the right corner to Cheatham. 6 seconds to shoot. Martin's got it back. They go back inside to White. Turnaround one-handed jumper is no good, but a foul is whistled on the Dogs. That's on Etorian. Willridge with his first. And that's going to put Romello White, who is the leading scorer for Arizona State, at the line. Came in averaging 7 a game. He had 11 in the first half. No one else in double figures, and that includes Dort, who averages 22 a game, had just 5 in the first half. Free throw by White is good. He's got a dozen now. He's made all of his foul shots, 6 for 6 tonight.
Be interesting to know how many consecutive free throws here Arizona State has shot since the technical.
First free throw miss for Arizona State's Romello White, and it's rebounded by the Dogs. 47-34. Georgia with the lead and the ball. Now check a whistle down on the baseline. That's going to go against White as he was battling Rayshawn Hammonds. Tony Green with the whistle, and an emphatic. Yeah, White gave him a forearm, apparently, according to what Tony said. Romello White's third foul. Dogs will inbound it. Hammonds throws it into Turtle. His defender fell down. Turtle's left wide open. He missed the three. Long rebound, tapped out to half court. Martin to White. White with a lay-in, good, down the lane. Here's Arizona State making a little bit of a surge out of the locker room. 47-36 is our score. White continues to be their go-to guy in this ball game. 14 points for him. Hammonds with the basketball. Passes it back out front to Claxton. His three won't go. Dort with a rebound. Martin into the front court for Arizona State. Across the circle. Off-balance jumper. Good. About a 17-footer. And Arizona State closing the gap. They've got it down to 9 points. Tom Crean wants a timeout right now.
Yeah. We've played almost 2 minutes here, and Georgia's yet to score.
47-38. 18-point lead down to 9. Georgia out front with a timeout. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan. Tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of UGA Athletics, and every Dogs fan deserves to save money. Get fired up about our low natural gas rates and switch to Scana Energy by calling 877-GO-SCANA or visiting scanaenergy.com. Your gas bill shouldn't make you see red. Red is reserved for game day. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com to start saving on your natural gas today.
A quick 5 points for Arizona State. Georgia calls a timeout. Dogs lead it 47-38. Fans, your Georgia Bulldogs go above and beyond every single game. Rocket Mortgage goes above and beyond to provide a seamless mortgage experience. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Dogs 0 for 2 in this second half. Arizona State 2 for 2 with a free throw. And the Dogs have a turnover mixed in there as well. Just got to get your sea legs back. We're up by 9 with the ball.
Yeah, you got to come out and play to start the second half like the first half wasn't a fluke.
Claxton with the ball. Hard drive, dribble with the left hand into the corner. Hammonds has it now between the circles. We go to Hightower on the right wing. Defense switches. We send it into Wilridge down on the baseline to Rayshawn. He's doubled, pushed out of the lane. 12 to shoot. Hightower's got it on the wing. Here comes a three. Good! T-Shawn with a three right over Dort in his glow-in-the-dark shoes.
I got to tell you, that was big. That stopped the bleeding.
First three of the night for T-Shawn. That basket brought to you by Scana Energy, the three-pointer by Hightower. 50-38 Dogs. Dort, nowhere to go with it. Finally finds White over to Lawrence for a three. He answers. Kamani Lawrence with his first points of the ball game. He averages 14.5. He's their second leading scorer. He finally scores with 17 and a half minutes to play in the game.
Well, that's what good teams do. They answer threes with threes.
50-41, Georgia by 9. Dogs miss at the rim. Rebound, Arizona State. Here's Cheatham off and running. Into the front court left, over to Dort. Fakes the three, moves to his left, shoots the three. Ooh, brick. But the rebound right back to Martin.
Bad too.
He misses off the right side of the rim. Back-to-back three misses by the Sun Devils. Dogs with the rebound. Hightower into the front court.
Man, those look like they were windblown.
You're right, especially that second one. It just drifted to the right. T-Shawn behind a screen from Hammonds over to Wilridge. Etorian, nice dish inside. Rayshawn with a little floater inside. Good.
How about Toe with that pass?
Beautiful by the senior from Beaumont, Texas, 52-41. Sun Devils attack quickly with Martin. We foul him under the bucket. That's going to be on Hammonds. That's number 3 on Rayshon. And Ogbede with his 3 fouls. Big Derek, usually he's pouring sweat by now. He's
fresh as a
dry as a bone.
Right
yeah. He hasn't really been able to work up a lather in his 3 minutes on the floor tonight. 52-41 Georgia. And Martin will be at the foul line. 2 shots. Martin's first free throw rolls off the right side. No good for the 79% foul shooter. He's missed a couple tonight. Turtle Jackson comes out. Crump goes in for Georgia. And Hammonds comes out after his 3rd. And Ogbede is in. Martin's second free throw attempt for Arizona State. He bags it. He's got a dozen now, and it's 52-42. Dogs by 10. Man-to-man pressure. Martin against Crump as he speeds into the front court. Martin reaching across the body, trying to swat that ball loose. Tyree won't let him. Onto the left wing, hooks a pass back over to Hightower. He drives, shoves it to Ogbede. Big Derek down the lane, running layup good, slashing through and looking like a small forward. He put it up and in.
Where you been, Derek? Where you been, pal?
Well, that's the Swifty Car Wash Express play of the game. Here's Dort along the baseline, tried to throw it up on a reverse. And a foul is called on the Dogs, and that's on Derek. He just can't stay out of foul trouble tonight. That's 4 on Big Ogbede. First of the half, picks up his 4th with 16:05 to go. Tom Crean with the decision to make on the Georgia bench. That's going to put Dort at the foul line. Connor O'Neal is going to come into the ball game. Dort, free throw, good. Connor, 6'6", senior forward, a walk-on from Roswell, Georgia, comes in for Ogbede, who just picked up his 4th foul.
And Connor just needs to give him some minutes right now.
That's exactly it. And we've got an under-16 timeout coming up soon as well, so the decision may change once they get into the huddle. Free throws are good by Dort. Dogs with the ball, 54-44. Georgia by 10 with the possession. Hightower whips it to Etorian straight away over to Claxton left wing. Hand off to Crump from the wing. Cherry fouls him. They don't call it. Go to Hightower. Back to Claxton. To Wilridge. He's going to drive left side of the lane. Throws it up off the iron. Rebound swatted by Arizona State. Over to Kamani Lawrence. He's off and running down the lane. Kick out left side Martin. We run at him. Martin going to drive. Layup. Oh, over the rim. No good. Rebound. White puts it back up and it dances on the rim and falls through good. Romello White from just down the road in Atlanta's got 16 points. He's their leading scorer. The lead is 8 for Georgia, 54-46. Dogs with the ball as play continues here. Hightower with it just inside the half-court line. Georgia works in the front court right. Hightower backs up, gets a little bit of space between himself and his defender Dort. Now Crump's got it in the right corner. Red socks up below the knee. To Wilridge, going to drive. They foul Arizona State on the drive by Etorian. The foul on Kamani Lawrence. The 6'7" forward from Rhode Island commits the foul, his second. Timeout with 15:05 remaining. Georgia by 8, leading Arizona State 54-46 on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
There's a common misconception that all chicken sandwiches from the South are the same. Cue Zaxby's new buttermilk and hand-breaded Southern Sweet and Smoky and Southern TLC chicken sandwiches. One has sweet pickles, lettuce, smoky backyard sauce, and a potato bun. The other, a perfected classic with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Both served with crinkle fries in a 22-ounce tray. The Southern chicken sandwich will never be the same. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The holidays. At BMW, we want to remind you of some excuses to enjoy the ride home a little longer. If you're in the all-new BMW X5 with the upgraded navigation within iDrive 7.0, consider the detour excuse.
Hey, Dad, ran into construction. Gotta take a detour.
Make the most of the road home. Hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event to receive exceptional offers on select models now through January 2nd. BMW. the ultimate driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com score total visits.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. For every three-point shot made by the Bulldogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. Scana says, go Dogs. Georgia 6 of 15 on three-pointers tonight, leading 54-46 over Arizona State with 15:05 to go in the game.
Yeah, and Scott, we just got the attendance at 9,028 tonight. That's just about 1,000 or so shy of having a rear end in every seat here at Stegman, and that was the goal tonight. So good job by Dog Nation. Now they got to help this team get over the hump here.
Dogs to inbound with Claxton, throws it into Wilridge on the right block. Into the lane, trying to work underneath. He did, all against Cheatham. What a fancy move by the senior from Beaumont, Texas. He stepped around the defender and scooped it up and in under the basket.
That month off kind of helped him.
Wow, 56-46. Wilridge with the points, and the lead is 10 again for the Dogs. Martin's got the ball for Arizona State. Front court left here at Stegman Coliseum. Cheatham working against Wilridge. Backs his man down. Etorian blocks his shot out onto the wing. Retrieved by Martin with 7 on the clock. Martin drives, throws it up with one hand off the glass. Got the kiss good.
Well, that was poor defense after the rejection. We let a guy drive. Just let him go unmolested right to the glass.
56-48 Georgia. Harris has got the ball. Feeds Claxton inside. Spins on the block. Jump hook won't go. Rebound collected by Arizona State's Cherry. Tayshawn Cherry, the 6'8 forward. Martin's got the ball now. A little head fake and a drive. Crump doesn't bite. Martin back out on the wing now. He's got the possession. Dribbles with a right hand. 14 minutes to play. Dogs lead it by 8. 56-48. Martin hoists a three. Too deep off the rim. No good. Rebound. Tapped out front. Taken by Jordan Harris. He spins away from Arizona State's defender. And now he kills the dribble in front court. Martin tights the defense. He finds Claxton open on the logo. Claxton, crossover dribble. O'Neal trying to set a screen for it. Goes to Wilridge. Toe doesn't shoot the three. He'll go to Crump, who will, and he'll miss deep on the back iron. Rebound into the far corner to Cheatham.
That's the way he likes it, too, a catch and shoot. Rare to see him miss those.
Zylan Cheatham slashes through the lane, lost the ball under the basket. Trying to hand it off, a wraparound pass underneath to Dort, I think, and Cheatham just had the ball break out of his hands and roll out of bounds. Arizona State turns it over. The Dogs can use that as O'Neal comes out. Hammond's back in. Amanze and Gumeze in the ball game for the Dogs.
Good job by Connor O'Neal, buying the Dogs some valuable minutes there on the floor.
He gave us about 3 minutes there after Ogbede picked up his 4th foul. 56-48, Georgia with the lead and the ball. Arizona State trying to salvage what has been a rough day for them in the athletic department. They lost their football game, their bowl game in the Vegas Bowl, to Fresno State earlier today, 31-20. They lost to the Bulldogs out there. These Bulldogs here are trying to hand them another loss.
Well, Herm Edwards has done a good job with that football program, but didn't have much success today.
Cherry commits a foul for Arizona State. The Dogs will inbound to Ngumeze along the left baseline. Missed a dunk. He got fouled going up for it, and they'll send him to the foul line. Amanze Ngumeze, the 6'9 freshman, 245 from Savannah, will go to the free throw line for 2.
And as he matures and gets bigger and stronger, he won't miss that. That'll be a completion of a three-point play here.
So Lake with that foul. Cherry picked up his 3rd seconds ago. Ngumeze misses the foul shot. Amanze looking for his first points of the ball game. Georgia's only missed 4 free throws tonight. 20 of 24. Second one by Ngumeze, good. Amanze in the scorebook with his first point, giving Georgia a 9-point lead, 57-48. A lot of time remaining. 13:05, clock moving here in the second half. Georgia with a 9-point lead. We've led all the way so far. Rob Edwards drives, has the ball knocked out of his hands. He stumbles. They get the bounce. Martin back to the basket, through the lane, up and fouled. No good on the shot. 2 shots are coming for Remy Martin. Dogs commit the foul. That's on Jordan Harris, and that is his first. And the team's fourth. Martin to the free throw line, 79% foul shooter. He's missed a couple of times today, but he doesn't miss there. And he's got 15 points in the game. He's their second leading scorer. White, Romello White, and Martin are the top 2 scorers for Arizona State. Missed the second free throw. Hammond's got the rebound. The guys they have relied on through 8 games thus far, Lugents Dort and Kamani Lawrence, haven't been heard from a whole lot here today. Offensive foul on the Dogs on Hammonds.
No. Wow.
That's 4 on Rayshon. Trying to set a screen. Rayshon called for the foul. Fagan in. Hammonds out. So now Hammonds on the bench with 4. Ogbede on the bench with 4. The Dogs got to doctor their substitution pattern here for the final 12:35. We've got 2 key players with 4 fouls. Arizona State with the possession, and the lead is 8 for the Dogs. Edwards for 3, right wing, no good. Long rebound, right back to Edwards. He chased it down on the wing, attacks inside. We blocked the shot, pick it up off the bounce, Claxton. Nicholas up ahead to Fagan, into the front court. To Harris, spins on the block, and a whistle and a foul on Arizona State under the basket.
Well, thank goodness.
2 shots coming for Jordan Harris. The foul on Arizona State's.
Well, the Dogs
Edwards,
need to kind of weather the storm here. They can get this down under 7 minutes. This is going to be a long 5 minutes of basketball.
Free throw by Harris is good, and we got to do a lot of this too. We got to hit free throws when given the opportunity. Jordan knocks his first one down. Cheatham goes out of the ball game for Bobby Hurley's Sun Devils, and Lawrence is back in. Cherry's in. Martin, Edwards, and who's the other one? Lake missed the second free throw. Harris, and the rebound goes to Arizona State. Martin flies down the floor, drives inside. We block the shot. They get the follow. Lake puts it up and in.
Well, we had nobody out. We had nobody there backing up.
Lead is 7 now for the Dogs, 58-51. We led by 18 in the first half. It's down to 7 against the 20th-ranked Sun Devils. Turtle with a handoff to Claxton on the right side. Back over to Turtle, above the arc, going to let his head down and drive inside. Kick out to Harris for a 3, short. Side iron, rebound, and a putback good. Ty Fagan.
Right place, right time, young man.
The rebound just carried right down into his hands. He didn't even have to jump, and he just went right back up with it and scored off the window. It's 60-51. Dogs by 9. Sun Devils with the ball, 11 and a half to go. Clock moving here at Stegman Coliseum tonight. Dogs trying to pull a major upset here. Martin drives inside. Fagan blocks his layup from behind. Ty knocks it out of bounds. Another deflection, a block shot for the Dogs, and that'll get us into a timeout with 11:23 to go. It'll be Arizona State's possession with 11 seconds on the clock. Georgia 60, Sun Devils 51. Back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
Hey, college hoops fans! Now that the action is heating up this season, Cheez-It and Pringles want to remind you that being hungry for a win is good. Being just hungry? Not so much. So stock up on Pringles and Cheez-It before the game, because the best way to keep the team spirit high in your home is to keep the snack bowls full with Pringles and Cheez-It.
Georgia's lead is 9 over Arizona State, 60-51. And Georgia fans at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed. And you'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there.
Scott, what's a little worrisome right now is Arizona State's caught us on the glass. We're now tied at 28 rebounds apiece, and that was where Georgia was really whipping them badly in the first half, and it was showing on the scoreboard. So Georgia's got to get back to doing that hard work of rebounding, getting that edge on the glass, and letting that continue to increase this 9-point lead.
Yeah, we were up 7 in the first half, 22-15 on the backboards. 60-51. So far, the Dogs have been able to withstand a pretty good punch in the second half by Arizona State.
They have, and a tip of the hat to them for that. And as we pointed out, Connor O'Neill coming in and buying them 3 minutes in there at crunch time, that mattered.
Hammonds and Ogbede on the bench with 4 fouls. The Dogs facing some serious trouble there. 3 seconds to shoot for Arizona State. Dort dribbles into Claxton and lost the ball out of bounds. Claxton takes a tumble. It'll be the Dogs basketball.
Well, they talk about this guy being a one and done, and I got to tell you, not based on what I've seen here today.
Well, let's hope it continues for the next 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Dogs with the ball in the front court with a 9-point lead, looking to add to it. Turtle Jackson, handoff to Fagan. Now over to Toppin. Claxton wide open on the block. Defense closes in on him. And he travels after he made the basket. Well, he traveled first and then made the basket. But the call, the whistle came before the shot went up and in. The Dogs turn it over. That's crucial right there. You can't be doing every possession is so important. 12 turnovers now for the Dogs. Arizona State with the basketball. Lawrence across the top of the key, hands off on the right wing to Cheatham. Little hop in his step, drives inside, tries to throw it underneath to Lake, and Claxton deflected the ball, and now we got Turtle with a foul for Georgia. Not a shooting situation. Turtle with his second foul. 6th team foul on the Dogs. Reset the shot clock to 20 for Arizona State. Trying to get the ball in. Dort couldn't see over Claxton, so he just heaves it up to half court. Cherry chases it down for the Sun Devils. Now Dort's got it. He's a pretty good weapon on that inbounds, isn't he?
It's so valuable to make them start way out near half court.
Whistle in the corner. Going to be an offensive foul on Arizona State. They got Daquan Lake, I think, an illegal screen. I couldn't see the indication from the official.
That is 4th? His 4th.
That's 4 on Lake, and that is correct. Lake heads to the bench.
He's part of that prestigious law firm they had going.
Claxton will bring it up into the front court, left to right. Through the logo, goes to Fagan on the wing. Dogs 60, Arizona State 51. 10:22 to go.
Whoa!
Claxton dribbled it away from the defender, missed the jumper at the foul line. Rebound is loose. Fagan collects it on the right baseline to keep the possession alive for the Dogs. No look inside to Jordan Harris. Stolen by Arizona State. Dort down the floor, down the lane, running to the basket. Knocks a man out of the way, and they call a foul on Georgia. That's the man he knocked out of the way, and it was Turtle. He just ran right into him and bulled him out of the way, but they got Turtle for the forearm bar, said Don Daly. And it's going to be 1-1 for Dort. 7th team foul on Georgia. 3rd foul on Turtle Jackson. Dort at the line. Clock stops with 10:06 to go. 60-51. Georgia leads by 9. We had an 18-point lead in the first half. Martin coming back in for Arizona State. He's been a weapon for the Sun Devils tonight. Dort at the line, averaging 22 a game. Nowhere near that tonight. Free throw high, up and in, good. He's only got 1 field goal this evening, but he's 5 of 6 from the foul line.
Oh, he does put it in the air, doesn't he?
Dort 1 for 8 shooting the basketball. But correction, he's missed 2 foul shots. He's 5 for 7. Now he's 6 for 8. 60-53. Arizona State seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. Much to the Dogs' dismay, it's only a 7-point lead now. We led by 18 in the first half. Down to 7. Dogs got to get busy. Crossover. Turtle Jackson Toppin called for an offensive foul. Martin drawing the eyeballs of the official with a little acting after that too. My goodness, what a flop. I mean, Toppin set a screen, but it wasn't like that. Let's look at the replay. Oh, wow, terrible call. Terrible call. Toppin set a regular screen, but Martin sold it with a flop. And now they got the ball back and down 7. Lawrence whips it over to Martin. Somebody needs to go back to refereeing school. Cheatham misses a jumper in the lane, gets his own rebound, back up and in good. He's got 6, and it's a 5-point Georgia lead, 60-55. We don't have Hammonds right now. We don't have Ogbede. Both on the bench with 4 fouls. Derek had 3 in the first half. Now Derek up off the bench as we speak, coming to check in at the scorer's table when time allows, and so is Hammonds. 9:16, 9:15, 9:14. Clock ticking down on the possession. There's 10 to shoot. Turtle Jackson has it knocked out of his hands. Rolls out of bounds on the far sideline, or kicked maybe. It'll be the Dogs' ball. 9 on the shot clock. It may not have been a kick because they don't reset the clock.
Tom Crean still giving that official an earful.
He should.
Over the flop call.
That's terrible. Toppin just set a regular screen, and Arizona State went overboard with the acting on it. And the official bought it.
7 seconds.
60-55. Fagan's got the ball way out near half court. 3 to shoot. He drives. Kick out right corner. 3 is an air ball. Shot clock violation, but they play on, I guess. Rebound, Arizona State. Our 18-point lead has been whittled down to 5 with 8:50 to go in the game. Arizona State trying to rally the troops. Long way from home. Fagan knocked the ball out of Martin's hand but couldn't get the steal. Martin chased it down near half court. 13 to shoot. Here's Cheatham down the lane. Layup good. No defense on the right edge of the lane. And Cheatham with an easy layup. And now it's a 1-possession game. 60-57. Cheatham has 8. Arizona State whipping the Dogs here in the second half. 8:26 to go. Turtle Jackson works against Dort. They call a hand check on Dort against Turtle. He kept putting the hand in there. They finally call it. And it's going to be 1-1 for Turtle Jackson. Dort with his 3rd foul. Stops the clock with 8:23 to go.
Scott, the way this game is going and the way it's being officiated, it's going to come down to a free throw shooting contest. Georgia with 8 fouls here in the second half, so they're 2 away from the double bonus for Arizona State. And Arizona State with 7 fouls. They're now Georgia into the 1-1 and 3 away from the double bonus.
This will be the 51st foul shot of the game. 28 for Georgia. Turtle, first free throw up and in good. First point of the night for Turtle Jackson. Georgia now 23 of 28 at the foul line, 82%. Arizona State 17 of 23 at the foul line, 74%. That was one of the keys for Tom Crean to keep the Sun Devils off the free throw line. But they've made up a lot of ground here in the second half with the whistle. Jackson free throw number 2, good. Turtle knocked them both down, and it's a 5-point Georgia lead, 62-57. Turtle comes out, Crump goes in. Crump's been quiet here in the second half. He's got no points after 16 in the first 20 minutes. 62-57, Dogs by 5. We haven't surrendered the lead yet tonight. Arizona State's got the ball. Dort between the circles, holds and dribbles with his left hand, moves to his left, crossover through the legs, works against Ogbede. Dort to the rack. Left the layup short, wrestle for the rebound, lose it out of bounds, and Arizona State's ball, I think, with 8 seconds to go on the shot clock.
It was 2 Dogs. I think it was Hammonds and Claxton both wrestling over it. It went out of bounds.
Timeout with 8 minutes to go. 8 seconds on the shot clock for Arizona State on this possession. 62-57, Georgia breaking the action. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state.
In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Eight minutes to play here in Athens, Georgia, hanging on to a 62-57 lead over 20th-ranked Arizona State. Enjoy the road home this holiday season in a BMW. Through January 2nd, take advantage of the up to $3,000 holiday credit. Visit BMWATL.com for details. Go Dogs!
You know what you really admire about a team like Arizona State, and right now we're hanging on to this 5-point lead. As you pointed out, they haven't led all night, but they keep battling, and now they've taken the lead on the glass 31-29. And turnovers, they've only had 8 tonight. They do a really good job of protecting that basketball.
Georgia's had 14. We've wrestled with that problem all season long. We average 17 a game. Dort trying to inbound against Claxton with 8 seconds on the clock. Has to throw it in deep again. Here's Martin. Don't give up the baseline. Martin, fadeaway 2 on the left side is good. 7:52. He shot it with about 3 seconds to go on the clock. 62-59. Martin has really hurt us a lot tonight. He's got 17. 62-59 Georgia. Dogs with the possession. 18-point lead, long gone. We led by 18 at one stage in the first half. Led by 14 at intermission. Arizona State giving us their best here in the second half. Here's Ogbede on the drive, running layup. No good. High off the glass. Rebound to Arizona State. Martin to Cheatham. Fakes the pass. He walked. Yep, there you go. Zylan Cheatham with the travel on the lane. He wanted to pass and then he wanted to drive, and he did both.
Yeah, when you're caught like that, you know, and you're not sure what you want to do with the basketball, that's when that happens.
That's when you just keep running and hope the official doesn't see you, not dribble.
Yeah, those officials are pretty good about noticing that basketball is inflated and it bounces.
Dogs with the possession. We lead by 3. 3 measly stinking points. Claxton into the front court. Ogbede's got 4 fouls, kills the dribble, needs somebody to come get the rock. Claxton comes back to him. 16 to shoot. Nicholas on the left wing looking at Ogbede. He's directing traffic out there. Derek with the ball. Gives it over to Hammonds. He's got 4 fouls too. Will shoot a 17-footer. Missed it deep. Rebound. Tapped up. Controlled by the Dogs. Claxton got him on the baseline. Trying to go back up. No, he's going to kick it back out. Hammonds for 3. Good! Ray shot right of the wing. Right of the circle on the right wing. Knocked down a 3. A big sigh of relief for the Dogs. 65-59. That 3-pointer brought to you by Scana Energy.
And you know what? Give credit to Nicholas Claxton, who fought for that first 2-point miss.
Arizona State with the ball. 6.5 minutes to go. Now less than that. Cheatham's got it, guarded by Ogbede. Over in the corner for a 3, and they answer.
Wow.
Kimani Lawrence answered for right in front of their bench. His second 3 of the game. Both have come in this half. It's 65-62. Georgia again with the 3-point lead. Claxton pulls the ball away from Martin, who tried to steal it. Now Claxton's got it running through the lane. Floater. And what's the call? Oh, a delayed charge call on Nicholas Claxton. 3rd foul on Claxton. And Nicholas still sitting on the floor. Hasn't gotten up yet. Now Bobby Hurley arguing with the officials on the left end of the floor, even though that call went in his team's favor. Not sure what he's upset about now.
I'll tell you what he's upset about.
Well, they're
going to
look at something.
Was complaining that there was an elbow thrown, a flagrant foul.
Right.
So they're going to check that.
They're going to look at the video monitor. So this play is under review, and it's brought to you by Barbasol, offering you a chance to score big when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Grab your premium starter kit for just $6.99 today with code BASKETBALL at barbasol.com. 65-62. Officials are looking at the video replay monitor to our left to see if there was any sort of flagrant foul on that last play. It's going to be Arizona State's ball, as a charge was called on Nicholas Claxton. Claxton finally got up. He stayed on the floor for a little bit of an extended period after the play, trying to stretch out his legs. Don't know if he was cramping for the moment or what, but he is up and in the huddle now. Tom Crean drawing up the play on the whiteboard right in front of us as the officials continue to look at the video monitor. Georgia with a 3-point lead, led by as much as 18 in the first half, thanks in part to a 20-3 run late in the first half. But Arizona State has come surging back here, as you would expect the 20th ranked team in the nation to do.
You knew they would. I mean, I told you coming out that how Georgia responded here in the second half would be key, because you knew this is too good a basketball team not to make a run. Now, they've made a little stronger run than I expected, because I thought maybe Georgia would have answered by now. But it's been handicapped by the foul trouble.
Arizona State shooting almost 48% in the second half. Georgia at 35%. We're just 6 of 17 from the field in the second half. Now, the officials determined, I guess, nothing flagrant, right? Play will continue. All right, Arizona State with the basketball. Chance to tie with a 3. They have not led tonight. Here's Dort. Top of the key. Plants, goes over to Martin for a 3. Missed the 3. Rebound. Claxton goes up high and gets it. 12 rebounds for Nick Claxton tonight. Dogs in the front court with a 3-point lead. Hammonds crowded on the baseline. Out to Crump for a 3 straight away. Won't go. Ogbede got a one-handed rebound, and they foul.
Wow.
Arizona State fouled Derek after he just grabbed that rebound with one hand right out of the air.
I thought Tyree had knocked down a long 3. Boy, that looked good. That looked good right up until it wasn't.
That's a pretty good way to put it, because you're right. Dort with his 4th foul, and glow-in-the-dark shoes will head to the bench. Edwards comes in. And Derek at the foul line can make it a 2-possession game with 5:42 to go in the contest. Ogbede has just been in brutal foul trouble all night long. He's playing with 4 right now. And he's going to the line. He's got 2 points in the ball game. 1 for 3. First trip to the line tonight. Derek this season 55%, but 3 of 4 in our last game against Texas Southern. Big left-hander hoists it up in there good.
Whew. You don't give me a lot of confidence when you're giving me those stats.
I'm just stating the facts, baby. All right, Derek's got a second free throw to come. In the air.
Attaboy, Derek.
All net for Ogbede.
Yes, sir.
67-62, just a smidge of breathing room. We got an extra sniff on the oxygen tank. There's not a lot. Arizona State lets the ball roll into half court before the clock begins, just to save a few precious seconds. Lawrence with the ball on the wing. Moves to his right, works to Cheatham. Back to Lawrence. In the circle, jumper from 16, off the rim, rebound, Ogbede. Boy, we've missed that tonight.
We really have.
Derek Ogbede, the 15th all-time leading rebounder in Georgia history, and we just haven't had him tonight because of foul trouble. 67-62, Dogs by 5. We've never trailed. 15 to go on the shot clock, 5:10 to play in the game. Wilridge feeds it into Derek, works one-on-one, jump hook, turn around, no good. Claxton got the rebound, they stripped it out of his hands, pick it up on the baseline underneath the basket. Arizona State took it away from Nicholas. Martin into the front court, threw it out of bounds into the Arizona State bench. He was trying to feed it into Lawrence in the left corner.
I'll tell you what,
threw it out of bounds.
That's why he missed it.
Cherry will check in. Tayshaun Cherry, 6'8" freshman forward, will come in for Arizona State. White leaving the ball game. Looks like he's cramping up a little bit the way he's running to the bench, or kind of jogging He doesn't look like he's 100% based on that slight jog to the bench. 67-62, Dogs by 5. Georgia trying to hang on for a big win, would be their biggest of the season. 4:45 to go in the game. Hammond's man fell down. He tries to drive in. Arizona State knocked the ball out of his hands.
Hammond's is gone.
And then Rayshawn committed the foul. After the turnover, you see it so many times, called for a push, and Hammond's fouls out of the ball game. With 4:41 to go, Rayshawn and his 19 points, our leading scorer, will head to the bench. Hammond's second disqualification this season.
And that's our 10th foul, so that's double bonus time now for
extra pain. 4:41, clock stopped. Georgia's lead is 5 points. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification, Bulldog Sports Network. Harris comes in for Georgia. Jordan Harris. Rayshawn Hammond's night is done. Just fouled out, sending Zylan Cheatham to the free throw line. The 6'8 senior transfer from San Diego State. From Phoenix, Arizona. High arcing free throw is up and in.
Boy, it looks like he saw Dort's film, huh?
Yeah, maybe that's...
Shoots it straight in the air.
Runs in the family out in Tempe. Cheatham, right-handed shooter, second free throw good. He's a 59% foul shooter, but he made 2 good ones there. It's a 3-point game again, 67-64. Dogs lead is 3 with 4:34 to go. That clock can't move fast enough. Crump with the ball, attacks, wrap around underneath to Jordan. They run out into the corner to Wilridge. He throws it behind him to Jordan. They push it over to Claxton straight away. Doesn't take the three. Here's Crump for 3. It's good. It's good. Tyree for 3. 4:19 rather to go in the ball game, and it's 70-64. Crump with his first basket of the second half. Boy, was it big. 3 ball by Arizona State is an air ball. Rebounded on the left, blocked by Cherry to Martin. Back to Cherry in the left corner. His 3 is good.
Wow.
His first 3 of the night for Tayshawn Cherry, his 14th of the season. 70-67. Again, a 3-point game. Georgia in front.
And again, for the 3rd time in this half, they've answered a 3, one of ours with one of their own.
Ogbede left alone, going to shoot in the circle. Missed a 17-footer. It died on the back rim. Rolls off the iron, rebounded by Cheatham. Arizona State can tie with a 3 here on this possession. 3:28 to go, 3:27. Sun Devils with the ball. Here's Lawrence for the tie. No good. Rebound. Ogbede took it away from Claxton. He gives it to Tyree Crump. He looks to the bench. He'll walk into the front court. Stolen by Martin. Martin going to lay it up on the other end. Crump was looking at our bench, and Martin picked his pocket while he was looking for instructions at our bench. It's a 1-point game. And a foul now before Georgia can inbound the basketball.
And it's a foul on them.
They got Cherry on the foul. As we were trying to inbound the ball, Cherry called for a foul, stops the clock with 3:06 to go. Timeout. Georgia leading by 1, trying to hang on. We lead by the skin of our teeth, 70-69 over Arizona State. Timeout on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, but we know you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
We are the Georgia Bulldogs. Day in and day out, we push ourselves to the limit, always going the extra mile to be the best we can possibly be. With a work ethic that never quits, and a spirit that never wavers.
At Ford, it's this kind of commitment that makes F-Series America's best-selling truck. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today or visit buyfordnow.com.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs.
(70-69), Georgia leads Arizona State by 1 here with 3:06 to go. This is our in-game recap brought to you by Regions Bank, official bank of the SEC. Well, Georgia had a 14-point lead at intermission, led by as much as 18 in the first half. But Arizona State has outscored the Dogs in the second half, 36-23. So some quick math. Let's see, that's 13, and we led by 14. That's why we lead by 1.
That's exactly right. You are so right, my friend.
The Dogs have lost Rayshawn Hammonds tonight. He fouled out with 4:41 to go in the game. With 19 points, he was our leading scorer, and still, well, he shares that honor with Crump now. Tyree with 19. He's still in the ball game. Derek Ogbede has played only a smidge of minutes tonight because he had 3 fouls in the first half, played only 3 minutes in the first half, and then picked up his 4th early in the second half. So he hasn't been able to stay on the floor much at all. He is out there now with 4 fouls, and so is Nicholas Claxton, who will go to the foul line for 1 and 1. 9th team foul committed by Arizona State's Tayshawn Cherry just moments ago. Claxton at the line looking for his first points of the second half. Free throw, no good. Back iron, and the rebound goes to Cheatham. Arizona State can take its first lead of the game with 3 minutes to go. They're down 1. The Dogs need some defense. Martin between the circles goes to Cheatham left wing. To Cherry, 1 dribble back to Martin. He's trying to direct some traffic down low. Martin dribbles to his left, guarded by Etorian Woolridge. Now he's trapped. We switch on the defense. Fadeaway 2. Martin is good, and Arizona State leads for the first time tonight, 71-70. 2:38 to go. Clock moving. Martin has been a killer for them tonight. He's got 21 in the ball game. Averaged 10.5 per game coming into tonight, but he's doubled that. And we turn it over.
Pass.
Yep, tried to entry into Claxton, and the defender got around and tipped it away. A steal by Arizona State.
The pass had nothing on it. It was a soft pass inside. Defender had plenty of time to get his hand in.
Sun Devils lead by a point, and they've got the ball looking for more. Do the Dogs have anything left in the tank? Crump knocks it out of the hands of Edwards. Arizona State gets it back with 10 on the clock. Lawrence through the lane, driving layup good. Arizona State's bench standing up down to our left. They lead by 3, their largest lead of the night. 1:55 to go. The Dogs are down. We haven't been down all night. Can we handle the adversity and come back? Claxton, handoff on the wing to Woolridge. Now Harris has got it between the circles. Jordan with a right-hand dribble. Fakes the handoff. Curls around in the corner. Guarded by Edwards. There's Claxton. Claxton with a 2-handed dunk on the dish from Harris. Claxton with a strong finish. It's a 1-point Arizona State lead and a timeout Sun Devils.
Well, now the Dogs got to play some defense, and they got to play some tough defense.
Boy, we haven't had much opportunity to dunk the basketball tonight. Claxton with a nice pass from Jordan Harris outside down to Claxton, who was filling the lane, coming down the right edge on the inside, and he finished strong to leave no doubt, Chuck.
And his first points of the second half. I mean, that's been, here's a guy that gave us 7 points in the first half, and now just now getting on the scoreboard. We had Tyree Crump, who gave us 16 in the first half, and just a few minutes ago hitting his first points of this second half. So, look, we got to be more consistent in our play first half to second half, as I was trying to point out when they were going in the locker room. It wasn't about what we've done. It was going to be about what we did. And so far, what we've done here in the second half has not been enough to knock off the number 20 team in the country. Now, we've still got 1:34 to get that done. You're down by a point, but we got work to do here, and it's going to have to start defensively, good, strong defense, and then get the rebound, and then come back down and see if we can't find a way to get this lead.
And we're also trying to do it without our leading scorer and second leading rebounder on the floor. Rayshawn Hammonds fouled out with 4:41 remaining in the game. Georgia was leading by 5 at the moment he fouled out, and now we're down 1. They've outscored us 11-5 since Hammonds left the floor. 94 seconds to go. Sun Devils will have the basketball. 10 team fouls on Georgia. They're in the double bonus. 9 team fouls on Arizona State. We'll shoot in the double bonus on their next violation. Sun Devils will bring it up. Cheatham inbounds to Dort. Tom Green wants some energy, wants some noise in the building. He's asking for it.
He's asking, and the crowd's trying to respond.
Dort hands it off to Martin on the right side. Martin with 21. He's absolutely killed us, especially here in the second half. Backs it up near half court. 11 on the clock. Now 10. Martin guarded but not tightly by Fagan. Get a partial screen. Dribbles to his right. Moves to his right. Head fake. Throws it down. And it's intercepted on the baseline by Harris. They foul him. No whistle. Jordan still dribbling. And the drive in. Penetrate. Kick out to Crump for 3. No good. No front of the rim. Cheatham got the rebound. Right down to him with 54 seconds to go. Martin with a big smile on his face as he slowly walks it into the front court for Arizona State. 19 on the shot clock, 44 in the game clock. Sun Devils by 1. 20th ranked Sun Devils trying to steal one after down by 18 in this ball game. Steal one on the road. Dort with the ball, dribbles through the legs, drives, works against Claxton, throws it into the corner. There's Harris with another steal. Up ahead to Fagan. One-handed grab to the rack. Reverse lead. Good. With 25 seconds to go. Dogs lead 74-73. Ty Fagan with the basket.
They want to get it in the front court and call a timeout.
Shot clock is off.
There you go.
20 seconds. You go. They call the time. 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Georgia with a 1-point lead. Harris with back-to-back steals on the defensive end for Georgia to create some offense for the Dogs. And Georgia by 1 as Arizona State calls the time. 20 seconds remain. 74-73 Georgia.
Scott, I made the point earlier in the game. Make no mistake, when Georgia's doing well on offense, it's because they're doing great on defense. And when you play good defense, it leads to easy baskets. That steal led to the easy basket. Tyree Crump had a dead, all-alone look at a 3, which he usually knocks down like I knock down donuts in the morning, you know? but it just wouldn't go. But still, another steal by Jordan Harris. That time he got it up to Ty Fagan, and that young man, true freshman, finished beautifully at the rim.
Fagan 3 for 3 in his work from the floor tonight. He's got 6 points in the ball game, none bigger than that lay-in right there. Now the Dogs will try to play defense for 20 seconds and deny Arizona State. It's Claxton, it's Fagan, it's Harris, it's Wilridge, it's Ogbede. No Hammonds, he's fouled out of the ball game. Derek has 4 fouls. He's playing on the floor carefully. Arizona State inbounds, front court, far sideline. Clock ticks down to 16. Shot clock is off. Martin going to drive on the baseline to the rim. He lays it up and in good. 11 seconds to go.
And now Tom Green wants a 30.
Arizona State's taking a 1-point lead. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Dogs want a time, and they get it. In the backcourt, though, I think he wanted it immediately. We're going to have to inbounds from the backcourt with 9.5 seconds to go. We get the timeout. You know, there's plenty of time to run that play. 9.5 seconds left as Georgia calls for a 30-second timeout, down by a point. And there was Martin again, Chuck. Remy Martin has destroyed us here in this ball game tonight. 23 points for the 6-foot sophomore guard who averages 10.5 a game.
And he did the right thing, too. He went right to the glass with it. You know, he went in close. Georgia, you know, very sensitive to obviously the time and the foul situation, realizing, you know, if you foul him, it's double bonus. You're putting him on the line. So here we are. Down a point, 9.5, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time.
So what do you draw up for Georgia? Tyree Crump, Nicholas Claxton, Derek Ogbede, you got options.
You got options. I think at this point right now, I'm a Tyree Crump guy myself.
Crump for 3?
I think Tyree is your best chance on the floor right at this minute. And I know right now he has not been real hot here, but I'd give him a chance.
Crump 5 for 10 tonight with 19 points. He shares scoring honors for the Dogs. Rayshawn Hammonds has 19, but he fouled out of the ball game about 4.5 minutes ago. So the Sun Devils lead by 1. They have come all the way back from 18 down in the first half and 14 down at halftime. 75-74. And the ball game will be decided here in the next 9.5 seconds. Can Georgia survive?
And not a soul has left this Coliseum.
Nor should they. Everybody's standing. Even in section MM, they're standing down on the far left end of the floor. here at Stegman Coliseum. Dogs will inbound. Far sideline, in backcourt. Harris to throw it into Crump. 9.5 ticks to go. Ogbede's at the middle of the floor. And then Fagan and Claxton are on the opposite far right end. Harris looking to throw it in. Throws it in. Oh, stolen by Arizona State's Dort. And we got to foul him. We foul him with 7.1 to go. Everybody left in the backcourt, and Harris couldn't find anybody to throw it into. He tried a long cross-court pass to Crump, and Dort read it and intercepted the pass at the half-court line, and we fouled. And now Dort will go to the line for 2 foul shots. Officials are going to come over to the video monitor again to take a look at something. So Arizona State with a 1-point lead. They stole the inbounds pass. I'm not sure what went haywire on that inbounds pass, Chuck, as we had a guy in the backcourt. Crump ran away from that, and Jordan Harris didn't have anybody to throw it into.
Yeah, and with 9.5 left, there was time to inbound it in the backcourt and bring it into the front court.
Officials are taking a look at the video monitor. And this play under review is brought to you by Barbasol, offering you a chance to score big when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Grab your premium starter kit for just $6.99 today with code BASKETBALL at Barbasol.com. Game on. So Dort will go to the line. He's got 2 shots coming because they're in the double bonus. Lugent's Dort, 6'4", freshman guards. He's struggled a bit tonight. 63% from the line. He's got 9 points in the game. Correction, he's got 11 points in the ball game. And he's 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. So 2 free throws. They were looking at the clock, so they put 0.8 of a second back on the clock. 7.9 to go. So even if Dort makes them both, Georgia will have time, almost 8 seconds, to get the ball up the floor and try to get a 3 to tie the game. You miss one, you leave the door open a little bit. Dort, right-handed shooter, 6'4", at the line. Free throw, he missed it. So the door is cracked. It's still a 1-point lead. Dort misses the foul shot. Now, if he misses a second, obviously you got to get the rebound and get that ball up the floor in a hurry. You've got 7.9 to go. We're down 1, 75-74. Dort, second free throw to make it a 2-point lead. In the air, good. All right, Georgia's going to call another time. And the lead is 2 for Arizona State, 76-74. And the Dogs will try to devise a plan to try to win or tie this ball game. 7.9 seconds to go. We'll have to bring it up the length of the floor from left to right.
And then 7.9 is plenty of time.
Sure it is.
Usually 4 seconds is enough to, get a good shot, get a good look in a shot. So 7.9, you've got time to get the ball up, make a pass, and get a good looking shot. And at this point, I think if you're Georgia, you want that shot to be a 3.
Arizona State, the first ranked non-conference team that Georgia has played in Athens in the last 8 years. The last time we played a ranked non-conference team was when Georgia Tech was ranked back in 2010. So we haven't seen a lot of ranked non-conference opponents come into our building. And Georgia's got a chance to win this ball game now with just under 8 seconds to go. 7.9 seconds. T-Shawn Hightower to step out of bounds to inbound the ball. We've got Ogbede, we've got Jordan Harris, we've got Crump, and we've got Claxton. And Tom Crean trying to coach at the last second. The officials blocking him.
And they're pressuring because they want to make Georgia use as much time as possible getting the ball up the floor.
Hightower inbounds it to Clax. Front of the court, middle of the floor, he spins. He'll shoot on the baseline. Left side is an air ball, and it's caught under the basket by Arizona State. We got it into Claxton. He took it all the way up the floor, spun it half court, settled for about a 13-footer on the left baseline. It never reached the rim. I don't even think it got the bottom of the net. And Arizona State has come from 18 down to beat Georgia here, 76-74.
Well, I just saw Bobby Hurley shaking Nicholas Claxton's hand, and Nicholas obviously heartbroken about that. But Bobby Hurley looked at him and said, "Son, you're a hell of a player." And I don't think there's anybody that ever watches that young man play that doesn't think that. But the Dogs tonight with a chance that they let slip away and give credit to Arizona State. They're good because they're good. They come in here ranked and 7-1 because they're a good basketball team. They didn't get flustered on the road down 18. They kept fighting. They got back in it, and then they found a way to win it in the final 3 minutes.
Arizona State had won 20 straight regular season non-conference games before losing to number 6 Nevada in Los Angeles a week or so ago on December 7th. That ended their streak. but they've won now 21 of the last 22 non-conference regular season games, and they've done that for a reason. And as Chuck said, they were down 18 in the first half, and they never batted an eye. Down 14 at intermission. They came out strong in the second half, outplayed the Dogs in the final 20 minutes, and they win it by 2 here tonight, 76-74. Their next stop will be another conference game. They go to Nashville to take on the Vanderbilt Commodores on Monday. Georgia's got Oakland coming into town on Tuesday, as the Golden Grizzlies are playing at Hartford tomorrow afternoon, and then they travel to Athens to take on the Bulldogs Tuesday night at 7 o'clock here at Stegman Coliseum.
And that'll be a challenge for Georgia, too. Oakland's a good basketball team. We saw them 2 years ago up in Detroit. You remember that game? We had a big lead in that game. They came back and won that one. So it'll be another tough test for Georgia. But this is a team that's got to grow up, and they're having to do it quickly, and they're having to do it, sometimes painfully like today.
Tough finish for the Dogs, outscored by 16 in the second half. We lose by 2. Stay tuned for our post-game coverage and comments of Coach Tom Crean in just a little while. 76-74, the final. 20th-ranked Arizona State improves to 8-1. Georgia with the loss now 5-4. Our locker room report is brought to you by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's, and by Regions, helping Bulldog fans take their next step. Regions has awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. So if you've got a goal, get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Post-game coverage straight ahead. Final tonight, 76-74. Arizona State trips up the Bulldogs here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about defense, I think of Rocket Mortgage. They created Rate Shield. If rates go up, you're defended. But if rates go down, you get that lower rate. And that can save you some serious cash. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Racial approval only valid on certain 30-year purchase transactions.
What's up, sports fans? Today on the show, we've got State Farm agent Cole Perez.
Cole. Hey, guys, I'm just here to let the listeners know that State Farm is here to help life go right.
Okay, well, what if it's raining threes so hard that your gutters get damaged?
I think.
What if you're on your home court and somebody swats a brick into your new sedan?
Boom!
Yeah, State Farm can help cover damage to your car or home.
Nice!
It is nice.
Talk to an agent about combining your home and auto insurance today. State Farm, here to help life go right.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613. Everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
Our exclusive coverage of Georgia basketball continues with the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's. Now, back to courtside for continuing live coverage of Georgia basketball.
We'll hand it off to Crump on the wing. 10 to shoot. 5 minutes to play in the half. Bullet pass inside to Crump. Layup good. Claxton gets the assist from the wing. And Crump puts it up and in.
Tyree, great job. Hung in the air. Waited for the defender to clear and then put it off the glass.
That is our assist of the game, sponsored by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at State Farm. Well, that was one of the highlights of a fine effort by Georgia tonight, but the Dogs unable to finish, falling to 20th-ranked Arizona State, 76-74. Welcome back to Stegman Coliseum, along with Chuck Dowdle. Scott Howard back courtside with you. Our post-game coverage is brought to you by Regions. Some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. So whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Picks Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpicksstudio. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. And our post-game coverage also brought to you in part by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Well, it's kind of a hard, bitter pill to swallow for Georgia, Chuck, as the Dogs, and I don't have the exact amount of time. Well, I do now as I take a look at the score sheet. Georgia led for 35 minutes and 19 seconds of this ball game.
Need I tell you what
it
that
was
sounds
tied
like,
for 2 minutes, and Arizona State led for 2 minutes and 38 seconds.
Yeah,
they win it by 2.
That sounds all too familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, and you know what? Again, we've met the enemy in a lot of ways, and it is us. We had 19 turnovers.
Yeah, there it is again.
And really down the stretch, we suffered with those, and then of course we ended up losing the rebound battle 38-34, and those 38 rebounds that they had, they ended up with 19 second chance points. And we pointed out, with the keys to the game, that one of the things Georgia needed to do, and Coach Green made it clear too, was we had to rebound. They got great length. They do. That team's got great length. They had 6 guys in that roster that have wingspans of 6'11" or better. They do a great job on the glass. You pointed out they're what, plus 12 or something, and they're in their games this year on the glass.
Yeah, 12.5. They've out-rebounded their opponents.
So, I guess we ought to tip our hats to ourselves for staying within 4 of them. But we were out-rebounding them and doing those kinds of things that were leading us towards that huge lead that we had in the first half. But you saw, in fact, it really started with the technical call. When they got called for a technical on their coach
in the first half,
and then right after that they hit, I don't know how many straight times they went to the free throw line, but they did. They went after that technical call against them. Whatever Bobby Hurley's plan was with the technical, it worked because they got a succession of free throws that they were able to convert on, cut that lead down going in at the locker room at halftime, and then in the second half they came out. They were the team that established themselves in those first few minutes of the second half.
15 offensive rebounds for Arizona State, 7 for Georgia, and as Chuck pointed out, second chance points, Arizona State with 19. They win it tonight 76-74. They have played the Dogs twice now in the history of the two programs, and they have beaten the Dogs twice in 2 very, very tight ball games, separated
total of 3 points
by about 20 or about 30 years, 76-74 final. Arizona State over the Dogs. This is our locker room show. We'll talk with Bulldogs head coach Tom Crean in just a little bit. We'll run down the final stats from tonight's tough Georgia loss. 76-74 our final. Sun Devils over the Dogs. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. And our free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you do something about that check engine light. If your light is on, the Fix Finder can help you find the likely cause for free, helping you save time and money down the road. And right now, we got great low prices on Lucas Complete Fuel Treatment at only $4.99 and Lucas Heavy Duty Oil Stabilizer at only $10.99. Visit any of our 133 Atlanta AutoZone locations and let us do more for you. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by AutoZone. Keep your engine light in check with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service that helps you troubleshoot the problem. Let's get you what you need. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
Ranked Sun Devils trying to steal one after down by 18 in this ball game. Steal one on the road. Dort with the ball, dribbles through the legs, drives, works against Claxton, throws it into the corner. There's Harris with another steal. Up ahead to Fagan. One-handed grab to the rack. Reverse lead. Good. With 25 seconds to go, Dogs lead 74-73. Ty Fagan with the basket. And that is our ultimate drive of the game, driven by BMW. Your Atlanta BMW Centers, the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. A fine play, Jordan Harris to Ty Fagan, and some excitement here among the 9,000-plus fans jammed into Stegman Coliseum, but didn't last for the Dogs. Arizona State escapes with a 2-point win, 76-74 over Georgia to improve to 8-1 on the year. Georgia now 5-4 on the season, with Oakland coming up Tuesday night here at 7 o'clock. Our post-game locker room report is brought to you in part by Regions and by Aaron's, leased to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's, and also in part by Regions, helping Bulldog fans take their next step. Regions has awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. Got a goal? Get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. 76-74, again, the final score. Let's take a look at some of the numbers from tonight's ball game. First for Georgia, leading scorers were Tyree Crump and Rayshawn Hammonds, each with 19. Crump 5 of 10 from the floor, 3 of 8 on threes, 6 of 7 from the foul line, as he has had back-to-back games now of 25 points and 19 points, and that's a good thing from Tyree Crump to see his scoring ability jump up like that.
No question. He's got to be more consistent, though. You know, we saw 16 of those 19 in the first half, and then 3 in the second half, and he missed some wide open shots in the second half that Tyree can knock down and has to. I mean, you've got to have, you got to have that J.J. Frazier, that gunslinger mentality that right. that I'm not missing this. So get it to me and as quickly as possible.
Hammonds, we mentioned, had 19 points. He also had 6 rebounds. Rayshawn was 6 of 9 from the field, 3 of 4
when he went
at
out
the three-point line, and perfect from the foul line, 4-4. But fouled out, as you were saying, with 4:41 to go in the ball game.
And that was just a huge opening for Arizona State, and credit to them, they took full advantage.
And Arizona State outscored the Dogs. This is just another statistic you can put in your hat, but 14-7. They outscored Georgia after Hammonds went out of the ball game. But that comeback was already well in motion, even with Rayshawn on the floor.
No doubt it was, but a guy like Rashawn Hammonds can certainly slow that bleeding. Maybe instead of 14-7, maybe it would have been 14-9, or 14-10, and then you win it. But at any rate, that was a big blow to Georgia, because the Dogs don't have what you would call a consistent score, a guy that's going to go out there and give it to you all the time, except for a guy like Hammonds and then occasionally a guy like Tyree Crump.
Nicholas Claxton, we only had 2 players in double figures tonight, and that was Hammonds and Crump. And then Nicholas Claxton was next as far as scoring is concerned. He had 9 points. Tough night shooting the ball for Big Clax, 2 for 10. And he came up short on that last shot there to try to tie the ball game. It was a 2-pointer from the left baseline there to try to tie the ball game at 76, but it came up short. So Claxton just 2 for 10 shooting the ball tonight, 1 of 4 on threes, 4 of 5 from the foul line, but he had 13 rebounds, he had 3 assists, he had 5 turnovers, 4 blocks, and a steal. So again, we see Nicholas making a mark in just about every statistical category.
Well, he's on the listen, that young man plays all out. I love to watch. He's a guy that, like I used to say about J.J. Frazier, I'd pay money to go watch that kid play basketball, and same with Nicholas Claxton. I fortunately don't have to because I get a pass to come sit next to you, but I would pay to go see Nicholas Claxton play.
Checking the other scores for Georgia, Etorian Woolridge had 6 points tonight. Ty Fagan hit all of his shots. He was 3 for 3 with 6 points. Fagan also with 3 rebounds and 12 minutes of play off the bench. Tyshawn Hightower finished with 5 points and 2 rebounds. Derek Ogbede just in foul trouble all night. Only managed to play 13 minutes of this ball game. Went 1 for 5. He had 4 points and 4 rebounds and a couple of turnovers. Jordan Harris finished with 3. Had some big defensive plays there to give Georgia an opportunity late in the ballgame. Had 3 steals in the contest, actually, and a couple of assists. So 3 points and 2 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists for Jordan Harris off the bench. Turtle Jackson finished with 2 points, and it was Amanze Ngumeze with a free throw. That was all of the scoring for Georgia. The Dogs shoot 42.6% in the game, 20 of 47. 8 3-pointers in the contest, 8 of 22. We hit 26 of our 32 foul shots, 81%. That's a terrific number. Out-rebounded by 4 by Arizona State. We had 11 assists on the 20 made baskets, 19 turnovers. That is not an outstanding number for the Bulldogs and the coaching staff, certainly. 7 blocked shots in the game. Claxton had 4 of those and 6 steals in the contest. Georgia's bench outscored Arizona State's 35-9, but Arizona State's lineup able to surge back in the second half and win this ball game, shooting 40.6%. They were 26 of 64, just 4 of 16 on threes, 20 of 27 at the foul line. But turnovers and second chance points, probably the difference here. 15 offensive rebounds for Arizona State. They out-rebounded the Dogs by 4, had 8 assists, 12 turnovers, so they were plus 7 in the turnover margin. No blocks and 8 steals. Their leading scorer was their guard, Remy Martin, who doubled his scoring average with 21 points tonight. That matches a career high. Our final game stats sponsored by Northside Hospital Atlanta. And we'll continue with more of our locker room report. We'll catch up with Coach Crean here in just a moment. Arizona State wins it tonight, 76-74 over Georgia. Back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
For the past 100 years, generations of men have trusted Barbasol shaving cream to deliver a close, comfortable shave. Barbasol continues this legacy with the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus razor. With 6 ultra-thin, open-flow blades and a crafted metal handle, Barbasol is proud to offer a razor that lives up to the exceptional quality and honest value that you've come to expect. Get yours today, in stores or online at Barbasol.com.
Barbasol.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz Vans, built for you. The all-new Sprinter, built in the USA.
Hey, Bulldog fans, it's time to wash your car at Swifty Car Wash, the official car wash of UGA Athletics. Now it's even easier than ever to keep your car clean with Swift Pass Unlimited Washes. For as little as $9.99 a month, you can wash as much as you need. No contracts, cancel anytime. Swifty Car Wash in Athens, Winder, and Atlanta. Find all locations at SwiftyCarWash.com. Score on every drive with Swifty Car Wash and Swift Pass Unlimited Washes, official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, And you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at Aaron's.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Welcome back to our post-game locker room coverage. Arizona State trims Georgia tonight 76-74. Our post-game coverage brought to you in part by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Coach Tom Crean is in the Bulldogs coaches locker room with us. And Coach, we'll just turn you loose and let you express your thoughts on how this one transpired tonight.
You know, we just weren't good enough in the second half. We didn't guard the dribble well enough. Playing too many guys that just couldn't keep the dribble in front of them, and we had too many mix and match lineups because of the foul trouble. But we still had our chances, but we didn't execute at the end. You know, we need a team of guys that have a better understanding of what we're trying to do end the game. We had some guys out of position in those situations. We hadn't been in many of those situations. Now we have. Now I learn, and now we keep getting more and more guys ready to be in those type of situations at the end of the game, because the game was still winnable right to the very end. And appreciate the way the crowd was. Big time. I thought they were outstanding the whole night. We had 23 free throws at half. We got 9 in the second half. We got out-rebounded in the second half. Those are the stories of the game. We couldn't lose the foul line to them, and we couldn't lose the rebound game. The offensive rebound game, they were averaging 14. They got 15. And they turned those into some second chance points. They turned those into points in the paint. And ultimately that hurt us.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about, because you've talked about this before, about we've got to do a better job of coming out in the second half with passion and energy and setting a tone. And when you've got a team like that down, I thought the first 5 minutes of the second half would be critical for us.
Yeah, I didn't like our halftime again. I mean, I'm not singling anybody out. I didn't like the whole halftime. I didn't like. I don't need guys bouncing off the wall, but we just don't have a. We got to develop a killer instinct. We got to develop where we're trying to put somebody away, and that's not coming. That's not coming from anybody right now. And I've got to do a better job of recognizing it. That's not a coach-driven thing. That's got to be player-led. The coach has got to try to facilitate it. But I mean, you can feel that. You can feel the locker room, and it's got to be that way. There's too much sit and look, and we just don't have that. We're an ongoing quest for developing leadership, and we got some guys that are trying. We got some guys that are definitely trying. Guys like Ray and Nick. We got to get more out of the seniors when it comes to that. I know they haven't had a whole lot of experience in the leadership department, maybe, but that's no excuse for not bringing more. But again, we got to get it where we can find it, and it doesn't have to be anybody that is having a huge impact in the game. There's just got to be more of a spirit and more of a vibe. Like, okay, this is what we got to do. We got to put the hammer down, and it's going to take us a while to learn that, and we can try to replicate it in practice some. Got to do a better job of that. Put them in situations where they got to come from behind, but we're not grasping leads or from behind and how winnable a game is all the way through, and then when you don't have the physicality to defend the physical team like that, and we have the physicality up front, we don't have the physicality in the backcourt, and when you don't have that, it puts it even more. There's just got to be that. There's got to be that. I'm gonna bear down, guard my man, not let him around me, call out the screen. You know, all those type of things. We've had communication issues from the very beginning, and we've got to get them rectified because we had to play a lot of different people tonight, obviously, because of the foul situations.
Great teams talk on the floor.
Great teams do, and it takes time to get it, and it's getting harder and harder in this day and age, but there's no excuse not to. And like I tell them, grown man time is when you're in the second half and you're down there on your own. When you don't have a coaching staff or a bench sitting there helping you call the situations out. That's when it's got to be grown men down there 5 at a time, together, helping each other out, taking care of it, and frankly, that's what wins, right? That's what wins. It's a two-half game, and a lot of people can guard and can be fired up and energetic when it's in front of their own bench. When you got to go down there and take care of each other, that's when you really find if you've got that, you take that step of maturity. And like for us, it just becomes we got to have whoever's in the game. It's got to be. Doesn't matter if you're 18, 19, 20 years of age. It's got to be grown man time when you're down there defending and rebounding, fighting teams, especially a team as good as Arizona State.
Yeah, Coach. You know, I mean, when you're talking about, and you pointed out beautifully in the pregame, talking about this was a game we needed to win the glass, and then you take our best rebounder gets in foul trouble, ends up playing just 3 minutes in the first half. Okay, you get him in the game in the second half after starting without him, but he's got to know, he's got to realize that they're going to come at me.
Yeah,
I've got 3 fouls. They're going to come at me, and you can't pick up that 4th foul right then.
You're talking about Derek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing, we're getting him on the perimeter more and more. The whole working on the jump shot thing, that's something, too, that he took some shots that aren't there. One was a shot clock. He's doing a good job, but we're going to have a little visit about the fact we don't need to be trying to take those jump shots right now when we've got other people there. And that's not what we're trying to do. Get him to drive, get him to post. Again, we'll work on 2s and 3s every day while I'm the coach, but that doesn't mean we go into the game and we start trying them when we're not making them in practice. And we just didn't, and we still, again, it was very, very winnable. We missed some open shots. It's a whole different story if Tyree's shot goes down. That open 3 late. It's a whole different story. We turned them over 2 straight times with guards fronting their forwards that we were trying to go inside to. So it wasn't like it was an execution fest on either end of the court. We had our chances. But there's no doubt that's all part of the growth of Derek. And he's got to be more of a participant in that. When you're senior and you've played those kind of minutes and you're getting the kind of role that you've got to have here, you've got to have that consciousness not to foul. I thought the 3rd foul, the foul going straight up, he said he put his hands over the top. I thought he had verticality, but it makes no difference. No excuses, but losing Ray killed us because Ray was having a really good game. He can do so many things. He's our best inbounder. He reads situations. He can space. He can play in and out. And we gambled and lost. We had those guys in with 4 because it's the crux of the game. And we lost them, and it hurt us.
And Coach, final thing for you. If you can just take us into the huddle a little bit. You referenced the 2 steals by Jordan Harris. We have the ball with 9 seconds, inbounding in backcourt. Tell us what they stole the inbounds pass on that play. If you can take us through that, and then the final play on the shot by Claxton.
Yeah, two broken plays. We got 2 timeouts. The coach, the bench was yelling for me to get a timeout when we scored to go up. I said I wanted the timeouts late. So we have 2 timeouts when we take the ball on the side out of bounds. All right, we reviewed that again yesterday. We reviewed it today. Now, we had a different guy taking it out, but it was a completely botched play. And Jordan had another timeout, didn't use it, threw the ball in bounds. That's on me for not having enough guys end a game situation that are going to make the right play and have the consciousness to call the timeout. But Tyree takes off. And that can't happen. The play was set to get it to Nick, get it to Tyree coming off a screen with the side cleared out. He didn't hit Nick. Tyree took off. There was no outlet. And then at the end of the game was just a complete botch. I mean, it just was completely botched. We're a long way away from being a cohesive, efficient basketball team when it comes to coming out of timeouts. And I'm not tolerating it. I mean, I get nothing I can do about it. We lost the game. But again, that's a situation. We get the ball. Nick is going to screen for Tyree. Throw the ball to Tyree. There's going to be a screen in the middle of the floor. Nick comes up the side. Jordan's already up there. We just had to inbound it. And we inbounded it to the wrong guy because he's got to now take that time to come up court. We wanted to get the ball going up the court, right? We wanted to go up the court, not come back to get the ball. Right. It takes time. And then there's a screen right in the middle of the floor, which is going to create some space because we didn't need a 3. We needed a basket. And that's on me. I had the wrong guys in the game at the wrong time. That's my fault.
Coach, thanks for your time. Sure. Get them ready for Oakland on Tuesday.
Right, thanks.
Thanks. That's Coach Tom Crean with us in our post-game locker room report brought to you in part by Regions. Some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. Whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Picks Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpicksstudio. Regions, official bank of the SEC.
Well, Coach Crean was taking the blame for, saying that was on him. It's not totally on him. Those weren't true freshmen that were on that floor at that point. And so, kids have got to know what they're doing. And they got to pay attention. They got to listen. They got to learn. And they got to know what they're doing with the basketball. And like I said, Jordan Harris had another timeout over there. Could have used it.
But did not, unfortunately. It's time for our player of the game presented by IBEW. Rayshawn Hammonds, the 6'8 sophomore forward from Norcross, is our IBEW player of the game. He finished with 19 points before fouling out with a little over 4 minutes remaining in the contest. 19 points, 6 rebounds. He was 6 of 9 shooting, 3 of 4 on threes. He hit all his foul shots, 4 for 4. He had an assist, 3 turnovers, a block, and a steal in 27 minutes. Rayshawn Hammonds, our IBEW player of the game. Arizona State wins it tonight, 76-74. The Bulldogs are now 5-4. They will host the Golden Grizzlies of Oakland, who are 4-6 right now. They play a road game tomorrow at Hartford before coming to Athens for Tuesday night's contest at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air with you at 6:35 Tuesday night to begin our coverage of Bulldogs basketball. 20th-ranked Arizona State did nothing to hurt their ranking tonight. Coming in at number 20, they improved to 8-1 on the year, and they'll be at Vanderbilt in Nashville for a Monday night contest against the 6-2 Vanderbilt Commodores. So tough luck for the Dogs tonight, 76-74, the final Sun Devils over the Bulldogs. Stay tuned for more of our post-game locker room report coverage with Cabell Philpott. He's in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. For Chuck and Tony, I'm Scott from Athens. Cabell's next here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Indeed knows it's hard to find qualified candidates when you're hiring.
It's like finding a unicorn.
But when you post your job on Indeed, it's easy to find people with the skills you need.
Nurse practitioner, 4+ years experience, acute care certification.
Indeed has a huge pool of amazing candidates and screener tools that help you find your most qualified applicants.
Whoa, an entire short list of unicorns.
See why more than 3 million companies worldwide use Indeed to hire. Post your job at Indeed.com/hire. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Source.com/score total visits.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Holiday Inn Express wants to let you in on a little secret. There's still time to get at least 20% off at holidayinexpress.com during our annual sale. We'll even throw in free breakfast. Just kidding. Breakfast is always included in your stay at Holiday Inn Express. Book now and save at holidayinexpress.com. Terms apply.
At AutoZone, helping you get more done is what we do best. Like with the AutoZone Rewards program. You'll earn a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. It's just one more way to get more done. Take advantage of new low prices on STP oil, starting at $16.99 for a 5-quart jug of STP conventional motor oil. Visit any of our 133 Atlanta AutoZone locations and let us do more for you. See terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome back inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Cabell Philpott with you once again as the Dogs fall to number 20 Arizona State, 76-74 at home. We take a look around the SEC. 8th-ranked Auburn down 2 at UAB, 36-34. Just out of halftime, Arkansas leads UTSA at the break, 35-28. 18th-ranked Mississippi State tied at 14 with Cincinnati, 11-minute mark of the first half. 3rd-ranked Tennessee takes down Memphis on the road, 102-92. 19th-ranked Kentucky takes care of business against Utah, 88-61. Elsewhere, top 25 action. Syracuse falls today. Number 25th-ranked Orange beaten by Old Dominion at the Carrier Dome, 68-62, the final score. Number 25, Indiana takes down Butler, 71-69. 68. Elsewhere, number 11 Texas Tech blowing out Abilene Christian 82-47. Top-ranked Kansas holds off number 17 Villanova 74-71. Fifth-ranked Michigan beats Western Michigan 70-62. And 4 minutes remaining in the Dean Dome. 12th-ranked North Carolina up 96-80 on 4th-ranked Gonzaga. Georgia falls at home this afternoon to number 20 Arizona State 76-74. We'll wrap things up on the other side of this timeout. The Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away, so for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Gold Bond salutes all you fixers out there. Fixers of wobbly chairs, squeaky stairs, and drippy faucets. Folks who can fix just about anything, except dry, cracked hands.
Whoa, that's bad. Man.
Say hello to Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. More than a lotion, it precisely fills, soothes, and protects rough, cracked fingers and knuckles. 91% said cracked skin felt smoother in one day.
Yep, feeling good.
Gold Bond Cracked Skin Cream. Find it in First Aid at CVS.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog fans. With Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan, tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
Dogs drop a heartbreaker to number 20, Arizona State at home at Stegman this evening, 76-74. They'll be back in action on the hardwood this coming Tuesday night, the 18th of December, 7 o'clock tip from Stegman Coliseum. We'll be on the air on the same radio network station starting at 6:35 Eastern with the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Countdown to Tip-Off show. That's all for the entire broadcast crew. I'm Cabell Philpott saying goodnight, reminding you once again the final score from Stegman Coliseum. Number 20, Arizona State 76, Georgia 74. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Today's coverage has been brought to you by Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. By Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE FARM. The executive producers of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network are Tom Stoltz and Tim Pernetti. Associate producers Tom McDonald and Chris Ferris. Network manager Adam Witten. I'm staff announcer Carl Shannon. Special thanks to the University of Georgia, Athletics Director Greg McGarity, and to the staff and management of Cox Media Group. Georgia Basketball is an exclusive presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, powered by IMG and JMI Sports.